Hi guys, here we go. Welcome to GDOE Varsity Esports Super Smash Bros. All-Star Tournament. Today we are going to see who the best player among the C ranked players is. So each team has 3 different ranks of players. They have a A, B, and C ranked player. And today we have a top 8 tournament among the 8 C players who are participating today. My name is Ken. I'm joined in the commentary booth with 3 other fine young gentlemen. Yeah, Brian, Adrian, and Kai. What's up, guys?
Hey.
What's up? By the way, Sly, your arena is set to timed and not stocks.
Oh my goodness, I didn't check that. Okay, I can change it.
Right, it's just button check, so we're all good.
Yeah. I can't change rules during battle. Wow, that's kind of bad.
Oh, we would have to
Yeah.
make a new lobby.
Yeah,
Sorry
I'll
about
create
that,
one.
folks. Just some technical difficulties.
It happens. It happens.
So so what's our first match? Our first match is Majorca and Xeno.
That is the first match. Majoitra and Element from JFK.
Element, sorry.
Yeah, so Majoitra is the top seed. He's actually the #1 seeded player. He played for Simon Sanchez, right? I believe.
Uh,
I believe he is. Right?
Yes.
Actually, that's
Well,
him, right? ASZY, the Asian dude. That's him, right?
No,
No, that's not him.
no. Majorca, Majorca is someone else. So I have the arena up. I just posted in the Discord
Oh,
Okay.
shit,
and of
okay.
course,
since I had the rules up
You
already.
sure you don't want me to host it because I'm not sure about.
No, that's
yeah,
fine.
Kai might Okay.
Yeah. So
We're in the lobby.
Okay, we're just jumping into the lobby right now.
Okay.
And this is a single elimination tournament. All the rounds are 2 out of 3, except for the grand finals, which would be 3 out of 5.
It's really a high pressure situation when it's just like once you lose like a set, you're pretty much out.
Yeah.
It's also like the
And that's how it should be.
the
The
traditional
Japanese
format.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people were commenting like, man, it should be 2 out of 3. And, I do love 2 out of 3 tournaments because you want that extra chance to get back in there and, redeem yourself should you lose a fluke of a set. Maybe there's a matchup that you should normally win, and for whatever reason you do lose. That can be tough, right? And we saw those types of upsets happen in the team playoffs on Saturday. But the single elimination set is what it should be. Like, one loss and you're out. Because guess what? In the ISA, Interscholastic Sports Association, or the Island Sports Association for GDOE, in the playoffs, there are no double elimination games. In a football game, if you lose the playoff game in a football game, the game's over. So it's cool to emulate the similar play style and elimination style. And as we wait for Element to jump into this lobby here. So yeah, Majorca is the Sanchez player. He's a C seed from Sanchez. Element, he plays on JFK. Majorca is the Joker player, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Element, who does Element play?
Pichu.
Yeah.
Okay. So in your guys' experience, do you think any of the 2 players has an advantage here?
I've been playing with Majorca quite a bit recently, and I think he has the potential to win this set and maybe even pull off an upset.
I see Element is unable to join this lobby, so I think Adrian's going to have to make another lobby. This is, of course, one of the difficulties with holding online Super Smash Bros. Tournaments. Sometimes it's just difficult to get the right connection between players. For everyone who lives on Guam, lag and latency is realer on Guam than it is anywhere else, and especially Super Smash Bros. I guess this is not a very friendly online game in terms of like how the connection network is made. It's like peer to peer, right? As opposed to the way it's done on PlayStation 4 or Xbox or over regular PC connections.
Yeah, and what's kind of strange is that ARMS has a better netcode than Smash Brothers, and
Yeah, it's sad.
that's how you can tell.
Yeah, there's this rollback, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you
Yes,
think
that's-
is ARMS the type of game that you would want to see in the GDOE games in the future?
honestly,
I don't think there's a big enough following for that game.
Yeah.
Right. Here we go. We're in. We're hoping.
Yeah,
here
I
that,
do think Ult is like the most popular game here on Island, and it is a pretty popular game internationally, anyways.
Right.
But I think other good candidates probably also be League. Valorant just released just the other day, so that might be pretty popular.
Right.
Can I
Okay,
open the
so-
page? Hold on. Yeah, Valorant. This is a new game we plan on having for different events in the future. Oh, what's going on, guys? No. Huh.
The next label play.
Let me host a lot of this.
Okay,
I'm gonna host a
Yeah,
lot.
I don't-
I can't get in there. So.
Okay. I think. Okay.
What is my lobby information? Sorry, guys. Sorry, Pete.
Alright.
Just wait for the players to get in here. Hopefully this works. Surprised that we're having the
This much trouble.
yeah. But we should be good
Okay,
here.
so it looks like everyone's in here.
There we go. Let's do it. I don't do lag test again. Lag test and then stage pick, and then we're gonna get into it.
Yeah, I
So
think
we
they
got-
already chose Pokemon Stadium.
Cool. So yeah, Machocha had the pick of the stage. He's the top seed. He had a pretty strong record for the course of the season. I think he had like an 80% win rate, if I'm not mistaken. So that was pretty good. That was best among all C players. He played almost every match for Sanchez. He did really well. And that was one of the best win rates. Of course, Crispin or Renan from Teason High, who's a seed A player, he had the best win rate because 100% is the best win rate. So shout out to him. But,
Yeah.
looks like connection doesn't look too bad here.
Yeah, they look like they're moving around.
Holy, is it? Hazards are on.
Oh, oh my gosh. What a-
Nice. Man.
Who
Streamer.
set up this lobby? Who set
Well,
up the lobby?
okay. Alright. Cancel.
Oh my
cancel.
gosh, bro. Oh gosh.
Very unfortunate, but it's okay.
Alright. Trial and error. It's okay.
I can't.
Unbelievable.
I can't. Sorry guys, Ken doesn't play Ultimate.
I even chose the rules. I even set the rules on this thing. Oh my gosh. Did I
Yeah,
not
there's
pick
an
the right rules?
additional. There's an additional menu for rules like that. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can change it while in the arena.
No, you can't.
This
Not-
is the
not
All Star
when-
game, guys. This is the
Well-
All Star game. We're playing with hazards. I forgot to tell you guys.
Well,
this.
not-
That was. Okay.
Oh man,
Can't
that's
change it when the battle's
No,
going
we're not
on.
doing it. We're
That's-
not doing that. We're not doing that.
items on. Items on.
Items are on. There's no way.
No.
No, he's just playing with you.
Oh my gosh. Let me double check this, guys. Hazards. What?
Yeah,
Oh,
hazards
well.
are on. Yeah, I could see the rules. Yeah, items are off.
All right, let's see if I can change that from here. My gosh.
Yeah, you should be able to
Yeah,
now that
you-
the battle's over.
Yeah.
So.
Um,
So I guess if we're talking about Majorch's win rate, do you know the win ratio for Element, or like, or you know, and is there any other C players that stick out, Ken, according to the
I'm looking
stats?
One moment, sorry.
Sure.
looking at the stats right now for Element. Not too well, but one win is enough. It's like 1 out of 9. But this stats I'm looking at from the Discord may be outdated. So
Okay, so yeah, Element seems to be the underdog here.
It's weird. I have.
Okay, so all right,
I
so
have.
yeah, battle rules have changed.
it should be good now.
I don't know what that is all about. Okay, guys, let's do this. Here we go. Oh, well, okay, there we go. We're back. This should be
We're back in.
good to go, unless there is some unfixed. There
Okay.
we go. And here we go.
So-
Joitra versus Element. What a stumble. It was a little rough for the beginning of this All-Star tournament, but hey, you know what? It happens. We're in like the 11th meet of GDOE Varsity Super Smash Bros. Action. Let's get it done. The first seed Majoitra versus the 8th seed Element. What was Element's win rate? Was it like 11% or like 19% or something?
Yeah,
It's kind of
11.
like a 11%.
Okay. I mean, it's tough, but you know what?
I-
Like anything can happen.
Yeah, I like a good underdog story.
Yep,
Right.
definitely. Just waiting for Element to jump in here. Didn't they?
See Aiku and I putting all the gurs here on
Yeah,
here
we
on
got
our
our
competitors
gamer.
today.
Oh, I think. I gotta tell him PS2. Here we go. Guys, I don't know if you're watching from the different schools. Let us know what player from today you think is going to win the overall tournament today. Remember, this tournament is single elimination and only has the C-ranked seeds from each school. So right now we got Majoitra and Element. We also have... Who else do we have? We have Zellfire, Xeno, Joshua, Atomic Pancake, Masked Knight, and EJ671.
Right.
Exciting. So we're off to game 1.
Yeah, starting off the match right now, Element and Majoitra just kind of even out right now. But until that
That's unfortunate.
okay, there you go. Commentary's curse right off the bat. We're off to a good start.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like when I see that, I automatically think of Pichu back in the day 1 days or week 2 days.
Yeah.
Of how Pichu was considered one of the best characters, but now had significant nerfs. Like her forward tilt actually killed a lot earlier than expected, and now she takes even more damage when doing certain attacks. You see,
Yeah.
you see when you do moles or anything electric related, or Pichu's percent actually goes up by a significant amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like basically just highlighting her greatest weakness, the fact that she's very light, gets killed early by just anything.
Like
So-
that.
And normally, if you were Mario, you wouldn't have died from that.
So
Yeah.
what is her strong point? Like what is her game plan? What does she want to do? Does she want to keep them off the stage and
Yeah, Pichu's a very combo. Pichu has a lot of deadly combos that can just rack up a lot of percentages. Because of her recovery, her up B, it allows her to just edge guard a lot of characters very efficiently with down air, with nair, with back air, with forward air. A lot of great edge guarding tools. Once again, just because of her amazing recovery, and she has like a lot of like loops in the beginning of the match. I'm not sure if Element is able to get it this game, considering that Majoitra's kind of running away with this game.
Ooh, yeah. But still, after taking the stock there, Majoitra actually still has a pretty good lead. Majoitra just has to make sure that Joker keeps his space from Pichu and does get too close when unnecessarily so.
Yeah, because one misspaced aerial against the Pichu can lead to a lot of damage if the Pichu's punish game's on point.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Okay,
then
goes for
you
random
can make
bounce
you
back.
can also make the argument for Joker. Joker has a pretty good arsenal of high reward moves, especially once he
Right.
gets Arsene.
Yeah, exactly. But it's going to be very hard to actually connect a lot of moves on Pichu specifically because
Especially at this percentage.
Her box is so small and everything too, and so agile. But the down tilt actually kills there.
Yeah.
Man, yeah. Element just kind of DI'd in, and I've never seen down tilt kill like that. I've never seen the kill flash, but first
This
time
is
for
so
everything.
so terrifying when you're a Pichu player, right? Imagine you're like doing so well, and then like in 2 hits you're kind of dead.
Yeah, exactly. Very glass cannon, pretty much just the emphasis of Peach's weakness in general. But as glass cannon, you know, you can definitely take stocks just as early as people can take yours.
Yeah. And I actually do kind of like the nerf to Pichu. I think it's a pretty justifiable nerf, like just not really getting rid of her strengths, but just heightening her weaknesses. And you know that and because that weakness was highlighted greatly, you know, it did bump her down. Now people kind of look to Pikachu, probably the best character. A lot like early game, everyone looked to Pichu as better than Pikachu.
Yeah.
So.
But now, yeah, Pikachu is just.
Yeah, most people agree
but
that
better in a lot
Pikachu's
of ways.
better.
Yeah, exactly. But going into game 2, I wonder what stage was chosen for this one.
I think it's Final
Okay.
Destination. I think.
That's
Yeah,
FD.
it was. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so FD right now, I don't really know what the whole game plan and behind this is, but probably comfort pick of sorts.
Oh,
Not really
dang.
comfortable with losing that stock, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's another upbeat mistake. Just taking element stock, and because again we keep talking about how Pichu is like a glass cannon. Now element has to be extra careful about not getting hit by raw Arsene aerials. Considering if element uses Pichu's like best moves like Thunder Jolt or back air, basically
Kill percent.
yeah, you're always at kill percent. Okay.
Okay.
I feel like a dash attack could
Yeah,
I feel like anything can kill. Yeah, I feel like a lot of things can kill right now, especially as Joker with Arsene.
Yeah, you can just sneeze on Pichu and oh my goodness, right when I said it, he almost dies there. Back throw? Draw stage? Yes, okay. So Majoritra is trying to keep his stage. Barely misses the back throw timing. Okay.
Yeah, even though Element later on doing okay, like avoiding Majoritra's smash attacks, he's still taking a lot of damage, just, you know, based on the character's gimmick. So
yeah,
that's the scary thing about being at a deficit as Pichu.
Yeah, if you don't have the ball rolling, or if it's not snowballing for you, and you really have to work your way up, might be just really awful. Oh, just like that. Down there.
That seems it didn't two for him. He just kind of like had his hand, you know, reaching into the cookie jar. So
Yeah. Got caught by the lid.
Yeah, exactly. The lid did so much damage there. But right
yeah,
now,
that's what I was saying. Like Pikachu has like a lot of great aerials for just simple edge guarding, and that down air lasting for not only lasting a long time, but having a also having a spike. This is really powerful.
Right. Ooh, wow.
Wow,
Okay,
that get hit by down tilt?
Yeah, down tilt actually did not kill that time because Element actually did DI correctly, DI'd away. But right now, Element actually can't afford to get hit by anything, or Pichu just
Explodes.
You're a ticking time bomb at this point. I've never seen a Pichu live up to like 224.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Pichu should have died there. Oh, Pichu should have died there too.
I mean, it does. I mean, it does kind of speak a little. You know, kind of speaks kind of volumes that Element's was able to live for that long as Pichu.
Yeah, Majoritra just couldn't find those hits for a long time and was getting desperate. So, you know, it didn't really adapt to the fact that Element was shielding. Unfortunately, Element did release shield and paid for it dearly though. Okay, nice catch on there.
I mean, the dynamic of this game.
nice.
Oh,
Wow.
and
Oh, never mind.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
Joker can go super deep below the stage there, and he had the proper angle attack to make it back, just barely.
Yeah, yeah. For that reason, Joker's also a really good edge guarding character. Has a lot of good, powerful aerials as well, like back air.
Yeah.
So you can just kind of just go very, very deep. Even edge guarding a character with a good recovery like Pichu.
Yeah. Okay. Oh no, Element needs to be very careful. Can't get hit by any back airs right now. Okay.
We keep joking about it. We keep joking about it, but Element really can't get hit by anything.
Yeah. Oh
you
wait,
gotta
wait.
be like,
Oh, so close.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, that
that
was a down smash.
Really ill-advised up beyond the stage right there. Very unsafe.
Yeah, and then Majorch is gonna go ahead and take it 2-0.
Yeah.
One thing I find interesting about Pichu, like and may notice, like Pichu has lightning loops, very similar to a specific character in Marvel 3,
Okay.
and it's very similar to like Marvel 3 too, where you like if you get touched, you're pretty much dead. But every time I
Right.
think of Pichu, it's like it's basically a Marvel 3 character. If you play perfect, so this character is still viable. If you're able to play perfectly, or like you're able to play very well, Pichu is still a big threat despite all the nerfs.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, but then
Pichu
but
sacrifice.
then you also have to factor in the fact that you just said, oh, you have to play perfectly. So there's a lot of room for human error, and that's kind of like the interesting discussion about like fighting games in a neutral. It's like, how do you play a perfect neutral? What does it mean to play a perfect neutral? Or what does it mean to play perfect in general?
Yeah, it's a really case by case for every opponent you get. So that's why this character is like a lot more interesting now, in comparison to like in the beginning.
So next up, we got Xeno versus Joshua, and it seems that Xeno can't connect to this console, so we are gonna have to. Kai, you want to try hosting again? Oh wait, no, I can't connect to you for some reason.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. So Xeno's
Brian-
having trouble.
Yeah, Brian, do you want to
Oh, you
try
want me
hosting?
Yeah. Oh, I have the proper rule set changed up now, so.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'll
And make sure,
double check.
Brian,
Okay,
make sure the stage hazards are off, Brian. Come on, man.
The hazards were already off, so
Oh, Smash Meter, man, come on.
let me just make sure everything's nice and set here.
Okay, we're gonna jump into another lobby. Brian is making that lobby right now.
Yeah.
Get us out of this
6
lobby.
minutes. Stocks 3. Advance. Yep. Stage hazards are off. Okay.
Okay, so we have Xeno versus Joshi Hua. Joshi plays Greninja, and I'm pretty sure Xeno uses Falcon and Little Mac.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Joshua is like one of the MVPs for Joshua's JFK, I believe, or Teasen.
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 Sorry. Teasen, and he was like one of the MVPs because he was the reason why was one of the reasons why Teasen won with his extreme Zelda play.
Yeah.
Oh, Zelda. Okay.
He
I haven't
clutched out
seen
those
Zelda.
wins in the finals, yeah. So.
All right, so I got the arena up and the pass as well.
All right. There we go. Hopefully this is the last lobby that we have to make tonight and everyone else can join into this lobby. And then this is the battle between the 4th and 5th seeds, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So these guys are in the middle of the pack. But like you guys said, Joshua, he was integral for the Teasen Ronins. If it wasn't for him, they wouldn't be walking away with the gold or with the first place in the team battles, the crew battles, which happened this past Saturday. We have the VOD,
Right.
so you can see the VOD here, or you can check it on the YouTube channel. channel. Xeno's gonna
Yeah.
reset
So no,
her
yes,
Wi-Fi.
yes, no pressure, no pressure.
Said he's gonna reset his Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
It's
So
one of the unfortunate things about online again.
yeah,
Everyone can connect to each other.
man, should we? Let me see what's the next game. Following that, we have Atomic Pancake versus Masked Knight.
I forgot that one's fantastic.
And I'm sorry, but I called Mass Dynamite.
Yeah, I
A
don't know
couple
how you
streams
got
ago?
Masked Dynamite.
Dude, I don't know. I think I was pretty much in an explosive mood that day, and I was thinking of explosives. Then the last bracket we have is Zelfire and EJ 7-1. So we do have like a good amount of matches to showcase today.
Yeah, definitely.
For this
And that's it's single elimination. So we got 8 matches that'll happen today, right? 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8. Yeah. So we just gotta wait for these guys to get in the lobby. They're here, but they just had to reset their Wi-Fi. Hopefully that works, and they will be able to jump into the lobby. If that doesn't work, I think I'm just gonna let these guys go ahead and play the match together, like offline, and then we'll just jump into the next game. I mean, not offline, but in their own personal lobby. And then we'll just move on to the next game.
Right.
In the meantime, Ken, would you like to talk more about how the League of Legends tournament is going on?
Oh yeah, sure. So we have a League of Legends season, and every Saturday at 9 p.m., 8 of 9 teams get to go head-to-head in round-robin League of Legends action. And we are on the 4th week. This is our 4th week of the season. When we're slated for 9 weeks. And it's pretty interesting. All the teams have to have players that went to school on Guam at some point in their life, and they have to have played for the same school. So we have an Okadu team. Actually, we have 2 Okadu teams. We have a JFK team. We have a UOG team. We have 2 Notre Dame teams. We have like a Santa Barbara team. We have a Simon Sanchez team. It's actually pretty interesting. A lot of teams, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty enjoyable. So if you like League of Legends, definitely check it out. You can watch it on this Twitch channel every Saturday, 9 p.m. And in the future, after the League of Legends season ends, we will be opening up a Valorant tournament. So, that's going to take a little bit of development, but that's something on the horizon. That's the first time we're going to take a foray into first-person shooters. It's something that we kind of never do, but it should be interesting.
He's still unable to connect.
Okay, so let me get the next match. If you guys talk for a bit, let me coordinate for these guys what they can do.
It is a blessing. It is a blessing to see like first fighting games because it's pretty well known. Like our community is pretty active. We do have. It's really crazy to see League of Legends, like all these teams formed up together. Now we're going to evolving to like other shooting games like used to have Halo tournaments when G3 was still around, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm also pretty curious as to like past Valorant. I'm pretty curious as to what other games are going to be featured in this league. I'm kind of curious if Melty Blood is going to catch enough steam to have its own league. But that's
I believe honestly when we were able to. Well, obviously you guys didn't get to see a lot of Melty Blood because it was mostly Connect 4 because of the connection issues, but I got to see a bunch of it. And I really liked it. I actually like how fluid the game is especially for a game that's 15 years old. I actually think it's really, really solid. So what I'd like to do is when the league ends, the Smash Brothers League, I want to devote one day a week, whether it be a Wednesday or Tuesday or whatever it may be, or a Saturday or Sunday, to old school tournaments. Just old games, whether it be Melty Blood or CVS2 or Street Fighter Alpha or World
Yeah.
Heroes, whatever it may be, just old games, different one, maybe bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks. So we'll see. That'll be kind of cool, I think.
Okay, so we have both Mask Knight and Atomic Pancake up in the lobby. I believe they're gonna do a lag test, and I think the first stage that's gonna be picked is Battlefield. So Mask Knight's been on stream several times. He plays Little Mac and then Atomic Pancake Wolf.
Yeah. And we're coming back to this same matchup we've seen a good amount of times. So
Yeah, a good amount of times is kind of understating it.
Yeah, we've seen these guys play quite a few times.
Yeah, we've seen these characters a lot of times.
now that we've seen like tests and everything.
Let's talk about Little Mac real quick. So he premiered in Smash 4 as a new character, and he's one of the most unique characters because he's the character where it's super ground based. He doesn't have anything up for it in terms of aerials. Then we have Wolf, who was like a Brawl veteran. He's one of those characters where you see him Brawl and he never got to see the light of day back in Smash 4. Now he's back in Ultimate, which is definitely like a huge. It's a huge glow up in comparison to his Brawl. His Brawl
especially when you consider that in Brawl, Wolf was kind of like a last minute decision, and
Yeah.
since in old more time was devoted to the moveset and animations, so it's pretty cool. And then Little Mac's also a pretty interesting character. We've probably said this several times already, but Little Mac is also like a glass cannon, similar to Pichu, but for a completely different reason. Like Cameron mentioned that his aerial game is pretty pathetic. So, and that includes his recovery. It includes his recovery. So once you throw him off the stage or keep him up in a juggle position, then he has little to nothing to do.
Yeah, exactly. So
in the design philosophy. In the design philosophy, like they really want to all these characters like devoted to their actual game, but it can go like so 180 in this competitive aspect. But we see a mass making work of Little Mac, even though despite like huge opinion that he's considered one of the worst characters.
Yeah, there's also like quite a bunch of international Little Macs making it work, like Soul, a pretty well known Little Mac player.
And Matt Knight, he really improved over the course of the league. The league was only 2.5, 3 weeks, but he improved by leaps and bounds. And he was actually one of GW's. Ooh, we got some lag here. GW's better players, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. If you look back, I think it's stock.
yeah,
But I was gonna say, if you look back at the first few streams, you'd probably be able to see a lot of improvement. We didn't stream the first few sessions, so you probably might not be able to see a huge difference, but a difference enough.
Yeah,
If that makes sense.
Definitely.
Right.
And it's two things too. Like it's like, oh, sorry. Go ahead, Brian.
No. It's fine. I just kind of lost my train of thought. So.
Oh, sorry. So I mean, it's just two things to get acclimated to. Like you gotta, for a lot of them, this. Oh, nice stock there. A lot of them, this is their first foray into competitive gaming, competitive matches, and also playing online. Which is its own obstacle. So props to the students, the players, for adapting very well, and we get to see them play. And it's a stock too. Wow.
Currently, Matt Knight actually just lost the stock right there too. Didn't really have a Atomic Pancake to do with any of that. He just kind of fell off and went, well, it's my time.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that's a weird thing about online. A lot of time, since you can get pushed off like a ledge. Well, I'm pretty sure Mass Knight wanted to shield that one stock, but because like I don't know what pushed him off. Maybe he like accidentally flicked the stick. Had his finger on the R trigger and then just air dodged his death, which is unfortunate.
Ooh, yeah, he armored right through Wolf there, and that's pretty much the really unique trait of Little Mac that everyone absolutely hates.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So despite what we keep talking about, Mass Knight like dropping the stock accidentally and then getting gimped, he managed to bring it to the last stock. And right
Yeah.
now, I think oh, never mind. I was about to say, with KO punch, it might be honestly just an even game.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's
But
So
actually got way
so
too
is
far
that?
out there.
Oh wow.
yeah.
So right there, right? He was intercepted by the laser after he already used his double jump, but he ended up double jumping into the laser instead of going over it. So it really costed him there.
Yeah, when you're a character like the Little Mac with very, very limited recovery options, you have to be very conservative with them.
So his recovery option doesn't reset like after he gets hit by a projectile or like some kind of intercepting move off
His
stage.
side B does not. If he gets hit after using a side B, that's it for him.
Yeah.
Does he get his jump back?
His
Does he get
up B
like an
can.
action? Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, like his up B, he can use it again. His side B, he can't. So if he's all the way out there horizontally, then that's just curtains for him.
Yeah.
And you can
Especially
only
when
regain, okay, only regain your jump if you touch the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey Kai.
Yeah, I was gonna say like if you have a character like Wolf with a safe and easy edge guarding tool like Laser, or maybe we were talking about how Joker and Pichu were good edge guarding characters. If your opponent is playing a character that can really go way off the stage, then yeah, it's also curtains for Mac.
To mention too, regarding like boxing players or boxing characters, you have a DLC coming up in June.
Right. Yeah. I'm really curious as to how the new fighter is going to turn out and what Arms character they're going to be choosing. We haven't been revealed anything about that yet.
Hopefully they do it right to where they put a balance in viability and uniqueness and
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
how do I put it? To the
So
character.
Mass Knight chose Yoshi's Story Brawl, or Yoshi's Island, I should say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not really favorable. Not really favorable for Little Mac. The only thing I can say is like good for Little Mac here is the fact that there's a wall there, a big wall, so you can just wall jump to Aegis.
Yeah.
Never ever used this wall jump from what I've
Yeah.
seen.
I think another thing he can probably use is kind of like a
Oh,
cheesy
nice.
strat.
Yeah, even new stock for that because that he died so early to that back in.
Yeah, that was a pretty unsafe jump in.
Very obvious too. A lot of players tend to jump and drift back into stage whenever they're out there. So instead of
Yeah, it's a common
ledge.
thing that you see. It's a common thing that you see. Like once someone's getting juggled or edge guarded, they want to get on stage as quickly as possible. But what you don't realize is sometimes you can still take it slow. You can like fate. You can you don't have to commit to a certain direction for drifting. You can drift in and out depending on your character. You don't always have to burn your double jump if you know. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like how you were saying earlier. If you use your double jump too early or at the bad times, it could cost you a stock.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, I think
don't
Mass
know
Guy
about that
really
double
needs
there.
to be careful how high he's recovering. That's kind of a thing that Atomics is taking advantage of.
Right.
Since we mentioned that this stage, Little Mac can double jump, but Mass Knight's not really utilizing that.
Okay, he's got him off stage. He can double jump again. Yes, he does, but he's late on the back air there. Okay. Yeah, the Wolf Flash getting back to life too. But right now, Atomic Pancake's actually still taking a pretty healthy lead. Okay. Yeah, okay, he just ran right into that initial B of his. And he does not want to waste any time. He wants to keep into his space, and it's working out a bit more, but he needs to be a lot more careful. And because he wasn't, that cost him the game.
And the set.
Yeah. I almost feel that's lag or something, because I feel like those recovery options are coming out really late, but I don't know. But anyway, so Mass Knight is going to fall there, and Atomic Pancake is going to move on. And let me set up the next bracket. The next match will be Zellfire and EJ671. Let's see if Zellfire is available.
Alright, so the current state of the meta, it feels like everything is pretty solid right now. I've heard opinions about the character roster.
Right.
Like, people say like all the characters here are like super stacked. Like he was considered one of the main characters. Now with the buffs added to him, he's one of the better characters. And Cloud was also bad at first,
Yeah.
in the beginning of the game. But now like I feel like the developers are actually putting out balance patches for one. It means they're listening to us. And they're listening to like our feedback towards these characters, which is a great thing. Like over half of these characters could potentially be tournament viable. What do you guys think of that?
I'll go against that. One
Yeah.
common criticism that people have of most of Ult's roster is that a lot of them are kind of centralized around a gimmick. For example, like Ike literally is centered, like his whole play style and neutral and juggle game and edge guarding is all just centered around his aerials and especially his neutral air.
Yeah.
So everything, like, you know, as an Ike player, I'd say that every move that isn't Nair functions in relation to Nair. Like his forward air is just a combo follow up, his up air is just a combo follow up. You know, blah blah blah. You can see that with a lot of other characters too. Luigi is a great example of this, where it's literally you just get a grab and that's it. Sonic, because Sonic's moves aren't functional, you really just have to time everyone out. Otherwise, Sonic is just not a very viable character. Another good example would be, I'd say another good example would be Bowser. His strengths of his like fat, big mobility, hard hitting moves, giant moves are just like super heightened to the fact that you can kind of just throw out anything and it will work. So that's like one criticism, is that a lot of these characters, although yes, they may be tournament viable, whether or not they're balanced, it might be a different story.
So it looks like both of our players can't get into this lobby. So one of them is rehosting a lobby, so we are going to jump in that. Zellfire will be hosting a lobby.
So I pretty much agree with Kai's stance on the characters in this game, because like Luigi, Sonic, certain characters are just so polarizing, and Luigi, his game plan is based off of how many grabs he can get, what he does get off of his grabs, and how his punish game is off of grab. And he has a 0 to death combo on every single character in this game as well. Like DI or no DI, you can still get it. So the only way you can get out of it is if you SDI. But that's
or if the player messes up.
Yeah, exactly. that's you be crossing your fingers for that one, though. A lot of Luigi games are actually very confident in being able to execute it. So,
and it could also be said that the combo isn't very hard to do, but that's a different can of worms. It's just a really good combo.
Yeah, because I've seen little clips of some people who blindfold themselves while doing the combo.
Or people who've never played Luigi ever.
Yeah, exactly.
That just says something, man.
Yeah, I've seen one with
Wait, is this 0 to death, or is this like you gotta be like at a certain percentage?
It's a 0 to death.
It's a true 0 to death combo, but it's ridiculous.
And it was one of the first things like discovered in the game. And it had to get patched. It got patched, but it still works.
Yeah, because they tried actually changing a function of down air, like, because before it was able to spike characters that were grounded, and that was like the main route of how people got the zero death combo, but then they were like, oh, we don't need down air, we can just use up air instead, and then
Yeah.
it still connects into up B like they want. So
It's just like this. Imagine like imagine trying to nerf Bardock in Dragon Ball Fighters, but no matter how much you nerf Bardock, he's still gonna be good.
So what, like, give me an execution example or anecdote for how difficult this Luigi combo is. Like, what would you compare it to, Adrian?
like, okay, I can say because okay, I've practiced the combo myself before, and honestly, it does not take much time. It took me like 30 minutes to be like, oh, okay, so you just need to do this and this. That's it.
So what
Basically, like a
Okay.
21. It's like a
Okay.
21 combo, or like any TOD you see on Twitter for Dragon Ball, which is like super easy. Like break attack multiple times until they're dead.
Yeah, I mean, but we're
So
talking
I
like,
guess
that's
I
okay,
guess.
let's not.
Oh, I
Just go ahead. Sorry, guy.
Yeah, so that's just kind of like a criticism that people have of this game is that although yeah, sure the characters sure, who's I'm trying to think of an example. Sure, Luigi may be viable, but he's literally like a one-trick pony. Or sure, Bowser might be viable, but you literally just like mash a bunch of buttons. Yeah, you literally just hold shield and up B, and there you go. You can win a tournament.
Right. So I believe our players are ready.
Yeah, the lag seems a bit sus there, but we'll have to see how
Yeah.
it turns out here. See someone waiting on the sidelines there.
Alright.
Okay, but taking a bit of time to load. There we go.
That is the coach for Southern right there, Joaquin Diego. He is a good supporter of the Southern team. The Southern team, you know, they're very new to the game. I'm not sure if they have like already an existing Smash community at the school, video game community, but yeah, two coaches, Will Flores and Joaquin Diego, both who are really supportive and really enable their students to try their best. So, you know, we'll see how EJ.
Yeah,
does
and
here.
that's really like the key to hosting all these kind of leagues and events. This is the support.
Right.
All right, so we're just gonna we're hopping straight into game one. We have Yoshi versus Me Gunner. We do have a Me Gunner player here, Noir. He's number 9th on our PR.
Yeah.
So
He's extremely good. He knows a lot of the ins and outs of how Gunner works in terms of neutral, in terms of ledge trapping. He's very good at forcing you to make that approach and to even irritate you to the point of just standing still and forcing you in shield. But
yeah.
right now, our Me Gunner right here, EJ, he's just kind of throwing a few things out, trying to see
What Zelfire's
how
doing.
Zelfire does. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Oh
we
my
mentioned a lot. We mentioned a lot, but that's kind of the key to playing zoners. You want to catch on to your opponent's habits and how they approach. If they approach very sloppily or very recklessly, then that's how a zoner gets most of the percents.
Exactly. Okay, 4 taps. Oh my
Wow.
goodness, that I don't think that should have killed there. Yeah, Zelfire probably just DI'd that one badly there. It seemed like there was a bit of hang time until Zelfire reached the blast zone, so...
Yeah. Yeah, Zelfire probably just wasn't expecting the F smash just out of nowhere, so didn't react in time.
And right now,
Oh, a nice play
yeah,
there.
EJ didn't react to that forward air off stage though. That's unfortunate. But it's a bit of a lead here. Zelfire isn't really choosing to do anything about EJ throwing these moves out, all these projectiles, because he's usually just kind of throwing them out at the same kind of angles without covering anything like jump ins. So let's see if Zelfire can take advantage of that or get close for that matter. Yeah, right now being pushed back.
Actually, the CC for Ukudu Red. And she's actually a pretty good Yoshi. But seeing her struggling against zoners, I can completely understand because are one of the most oppressive playstyles to play against, especially if you're new to fighting games. It's like the mindset when you're in fighting games, it's like, oh, I want to go in. I really want to go in and put the biggest damage I can put as much as possible. But zoners are really oppressive because like they change the timing of the match, and it's hard for players to like adjust to that sequence, you know.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. That's what kind of separates. I don't know. Like as lower level players from higher players, is usually they want to play the game how they want to play, and they're not really adhering to like how it should be played. So that's why you're saying like most beginners struggle against zoners. They want to go in, they want to rush in and do I guess flashy combos, but zoners are the complete opposite of that. Complete opposite of that. They want to analyze, they want to nickel and dime, and they want to frustrate you.
Yeah, as right now, as you're saying, EJ is kind of doing a bit of that to Zellfire, having a pretty hard time getting in it and like see the cracks in how EJ likes to zone. But right now, taking initiative. Oh, okay, yeah, getting hit there, so close.
Yeah, and that's online too. Zoners are pretty powerful since when you're online, when you're trying to approach a good zoner, you usually want your inputs to be on point. Otherwise, you could just eat a lot of damage, lose stage control, and get frustrated over things. Another thing is sometimes zoners have really fast projectiles, really unpunishable projectiles, so it could be hard to react to such projectiles.
Okay.
Did I disconnect?
No, that wasn't you. That was Kenny.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I actually disconnected from the lobby.
Oh,
My
shoot.
my Switch internet went out.
Okay.
Right.
So EJ taking that first game there, that's good for him. EJ, he's a grinder. Like I said, he ended up with he won 37% of the games as Zellfire. Actually, I'm really impressed with Zellfire, and I'm really impressed with the Okudu Red team overall. I know we talked about like Tizen being very strong. Obviously, they're the champs, and they had Renin and JFK Gold was like one of our favorites to win it too. They had a very strong overall team, but Okudu Red was another one of those teams that just was really good all across the board with all three of their seeds. And Zellfire.
Yeah, in the round robins, they managed to get the third seed.
Yeah, right
It's
now.
just that it's just that they did get upsetted in the playoffs, but it's fine.
Yeah, actually,
Unfortunate.
Zellfire just showed up a little bit late to their match, so they had to forfeit a game or the set. So versus Sanchez, so that was part of the reason why they were eliminated. So I know she's really trying to make it up for the squad here and do as best as she can. And I really like the way she plays. I feel she's really patient. She's not too aggressive in her approach, and yeah, she's a pretty versatile player, it seems.
We're seeing it right now. Like, she goes for the Kirby counter pick, which is not the best character contextually. Due to the comfort pick, and she's able to like chill out for a bit just to let the projectiles like run its course. Is finding her way in. It seems like she's doing a really good job at doing it, in that role now.
Yeah.
Yeah, comfort pick is definitely right over here because Kirby over Yoshi in this matchup is yikes. It's very hard. It's actually so hard
I feel like on paper Yoshi should have a better time against zoners. I think one factor is the air mobility. Yoshi has really good air mobility, so he's able to weave in and out of projectiles, able to approach a little better, as opposed to Kirby, who has pretty poor mobility overall. But that's kind of irrelevant since Zellfire was able to take the first stock.
Yeah, but right now Zellfire has no jumps and he's off stage. That's almost the stock right there. Oh my goodness, so close. Just a one little baby hit.
Oh,
nice
using
duck under the missile.
She
Good
ducked
awareness
under.
right there.
She's got good movement. She moves around the stage pretty well. Even like when she's recovering from like the high up smashes or whatever, like she's not just going, in a straight line down. She's like going back and forth, like when she falls. Like she's better,
Yeah, I
she's
think,
a better Smash player than me. Let me just say that. She's obviously better than me at Smash.
Yeah.
Oh, right
I
there.
think that might.
She jumped again.
Yeah, I think that might also be another thing. I think since she has a better idea of Kirby's hurt boxes, since she's able to just duck under the missiles so efficiently, she's able to
Right.
jump around. She has, I think that's probably like another thing about the comfort pick. It's like, okay, I have a better understanding of this specific matchup, even though on paper Yoshi would probably be better.
Right.
Yeah, the same thing goes for stages.
And the core thing that makes a difference, besides the characters, is like the player skill, like I mentioned before. And seeing their skill right now, I feel like Zephyr is really shining right now in terms of avoiding these projectiles and finding the opportunities to get in.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Nice,
And
nice.
to the
That
forward
was so
smash.
nice. Into a forward smash punish. That was super nice.
Yeah, that was really solid.
But
I
Yuji's
also
holding
do
his own, man.
Yeah, I also do have to mention I like how Zellfire actually air dodged into the ledge, unlike a lot of other people. And
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of jump-ins.
Yeah,
Oh, nice grab.
It's punish.
nice catch right there.
I feel like the only thing that should be
Oh, wow.
that I see from Zellfire is she should optimize her damage more, and I see she's doing a lot better in terms of
Yeah.
getting all the damage she could. She must stay within the range of knee gunner, so that way she isn't able to like zone Kirby out.
Right.
Yeah, that is kind of a common trend with zoners, since all their game, like all their playstyles centered around like the long range. Sometimes like a lot of the times their short range, close combat game is pretty weak.
Yeah.
I think like really the only exception to that would probably be Snake, since he has some pretty good normals.
Also Pac-Man.
Oh yeah, Pac-Man also has some pretty good normals as well. Not sure. Yeah, I think Knee Gunner's
Wow,
kind
that
of just got
pressure's
like
crazy.
pretty basic normals. But yeah,
But right now,
EJ's just chilling.
He's like, all right, you chill on that side. Here's mine. I have the tape. This is gonna separate the room between you and me. You cannot go here. This is my territory.
Oh man,
I mean, I like how patient Zellfire is, though. Like, she knows that she's on her last stock, and she's just looking for like a big punish, I guess. She's not really committing to anything yet.
Yeah,
And
trying
it's
to
hard.
not overcommit so hard. Yeah.
It's hard to play like that when you're behind. You know that everything's on the line. It's hard to be patient. So that shows a lot of maturity as a player.
Yeah.
This is-
A lot of other players probably would have just kept rushing in. Probably would have lost the game by now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, but oh my goodness, that's a bad jump by Zellfire right there, and that's gonna take the stock. Oh my goodness.
So EJ's gonna win it, right? That was his second match.
Yeah,
Yes.
2-0 in his favor.
With
Wow.
42 seconds on the clock.
That's well played. It's well played. So we're gonna continue in this lobby, and it'll be Atomic Pancake versus EJ.
and that was very unfortunate. But good job on Atomic Pancake taking it over. I'm sorry, EJ taking over Zellfire. Zellfire no. Renan. Sorry, my names are everywhere. Yeah, Zellfire doing pretty well, even though like she's been getting cornered most of the time. I feel like that's like the seed of like a good player. Like they know how to be patient and they know how to find opportunities. Unfortunately, the zoning was a little bit too much for Zellfire, and EJ took it. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's likely that she could have been already catching on to EJ's patterns, but it was probably like too little too late.
That's where stage control comes in when you're playing the game. You don't want people to play their game a little too much, because sometimes waiting can hurt you.
Right.
More than it will help you.
Yeah. It depends on like where you want to wait, of course. So it's just situational.
Yeah, it's a really case by case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but right now, so this isn't a lag test. We're just kind of jumping right into this.
Yeah, I think we're also just waiting for Atomic Pancake to hit in the lobby, so they're just doing a friendlies match.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Robin's an interesting character, very unique, and using all the spells and uh, 11 sword, bronze sword. Like, there's a lot in this character's artillery right now.
So I think we're just waiting for Atomic Pancake while these two mess around a little bit in the lobby. But thank you to Simon Necessito from Saipan, one of our friends in Saipan, a fellow gamer who's competed in some tournaments too. Thank you for the host. Appreciate it. And man, it'd be cool to see some Saipan players play in a future event, or maybe we can do a.
Yeah, they do have tournaments. They do have locals. They've streamed a few times, so.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for. Let me ask these guys to just end this game.
Surprisingly, like, when one of the Glom players, or a couple of us, had the connection with Saipan, the connection was actually really good. It's almost local even. And when Brandon Ripest Peach was hosting the tournaments, they actually participated. They didn't go too far, but it was really good. It was great to hear the support.
Yeah.
And you know, something about EJ and Zelfra, I don't know how old they are. I think they're some of the younger competitors. I'm not exactly sure. But, you know, now that GDOE has implemented this program, and hopefully you see more of it, it'll be interesting to see how they develop in this game, and maybe if it is a gateway for them to try other games of different genres. So, yeah,
and
I
a
hope
lot
to
of these
definitely see more of them.
Yeah, quite a handful of these players are graduating this semester, so might not be able to see them like in this league, but hopefully they continue playing. Okay, so Atomic Pancake's now in the lobby.
Yeah. And hopefully the people that are exposed to like the Laddie esports and fighting game community, they come out whenever they're free to try out like an offline tournament whenever they come back.
Yeah.
See like how they go towards like the PR players like Sly, Greed, Aiku, all those players to see if they actually stack up against them. We never know. We might see the next person to win a tournament on their first try. Not adding Brian. It was a crazy amazing feat.
Has anybody done that besides Brian?
Oh, actually.
Huh.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
only
that's tough.
you rarely hear about prodigy stories like that. I think like another good example is MK Leo, like
Oh yeah.
number one player in the world. Apparently, like he was 10 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old when he won his first Brawl tournament.
Yeah, that's right.
As the story goes.
Yeah, super
What,
young,
9
but
years
in
old?
this- Yeah.
I don't know, around that age.
Yeah, around that
Wow,
age
man.
range. I remember he did end up really getting noticed when he played against Mr. R for the first time, a really notable Sheik player in Smash 4.
Yeah, at the time slotted to be like probably like the second best player because he placed second place at Evo, so a lot of eyes were on him at the time.
Yeah, exactly. And then
Can
he
we
just came out of nowhere with Meta Knight, and he just went ahead after he won the tournament against Mr. R himself. Actually, he called out the best player in the world, Zero, at the time, and Zero was the person who won 56 consecutive tournaments in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that itself is confidence if you're trying to call out the best player like that.
Yeah.
And he's right.
But we're I don't know. I think this is a lag test.
Yeah, it's a lag
Oh, never
test.
mind. Yeah, it is a lag test. I was about to say, oh, let's jump into the first game, but they're doing a lag test.
Yeah, and doesn't.
Got a com error.
Thank you to all the viewers in the stream today. Appreciate it. Glad that you guys support local esports gaming. Let us know in the comments what other types of genres of games you'd like to see. Like we said, we do have the League of Legends season currently going on. Matches are every Saturday at 9 p.m. We have a Dota 2 guild, and we plan on either streaming a match or doing a character tutorial once a week for Dota 2. And then we also are planning a Valorant tournament for after the League of Legends, so that'll be in July. So different things going on, but we're open to what other games you guys like to see. I typically only know the fighting game stuff, but if you want to see different genres, do let us know, and we'll think about whether or not it's feasible to host, right? To put either a real life tournament or an online event. So, yeah,
Next 4 tournament.
possible. It's possible. It's in the works. We already did one. We don't want to do two.
We
can-
did
you can do-
half of one.
Let's see all the party games we did. We did the Jenga tournament back in No Casuals,
Oh my
and
God.
now we have the Connect 4 Melty Blood. I feel like this is the perfect time to do battleships online. Let's say
Maybe. Who knows? So we have Atomic Pancake. He's the top seed, or he's the 2nd seed, and he will be taking on EJ, who's the 6th seed. And EJ doing well. He beat Cellfire, and he will get his chance to upset yet another higher seed. So
Right.
Yeah,
this
so
would be
we
Gunner
see
versus
me Gunner
Wolf, right?
versus Wolf.
Yeah.
I think Wolf. Okay, before I let Sly correct me, I think Wolf would do a better job against zoners than Yoshi or Kirby, since Wolf does have a projectile of his own, has has a good punish game, and also has a reflector. But that's his general stuff. What do you think, Sly?
So you were actually correct about that, yes, but at the same time, it depends on the tools of the projectile characters. So, with this matchup here, I've played it out in turn against Noir before, and it's a hard-fought battle for both of them, honestly. Either of them at ledge is it's so hard for the other character. But right now, the only hard thing I can see is how badly we're lagging right now. So hopefully that actually fixes itself.
So I have a
as,
question. Who benefits more from a laggy, inconsistent environment? A zoning character or a Rushdown character?
Oh,
Probably the
definitely
zoning.
characters. Yeah.
I think Rushing Down depends on the character. I think a Rushing Down, or I don't know, if it's a high execution characters, definitely suffer the most.
Ooh,
Like
man.
Sheik, you can argue Joker, you can argue Marth. So I don't want to use a certain term, but low execution characters tend to favor lag, like Bowser, heavies actually, Ganondorf, since a lot of their moves are next to unreactable in lag,
Right.
or next to unpunishable, when they usually would be offline.
Mm-hmm. And right now, as they're kicking off, it's a bit difficult for EJ to actually take off with the damage that he'd want right now. He's actually just getting hit for hit, and the lag's really disrupting the flow of the match. So it's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
I can't really see it in real time because I got kicked out.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm still viewing.
Yeah, I just exited the lobby so it can be a little bit more bearable for the 2 players.
Mm.
Oh, there we go. We got the connection error.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, there we
It's
go.
over.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I don't think any of us are spectating at this point.
So
Yeah.
All over.
hopefully it's better for them. I mean, I
Mm.
don't know if it's going to affect the game
Hey,
at
yeah,
all,
they're-
but we'll have to
Yeah,
see.
I mean they are the ones playing.
So here in the other side of the bracket for we're in the semifinals action right now. So the other side we have the 1st seed Majoitra. He'll be taking Joshua. Joshua is part of the winning championship Tizen Ronin team. So the winner of the current game will take on the winner of that game, and then that will be our grand finals. So should be
Right.
pretty interesting. So we're just waiting for that to go on. if you're just joining us, you're watching the GDOE Varsity Esports League. For the entire month of May, we had Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Action, and we're just capping off the beginning of June with all-star games or all-star tournaments for each of the different seeds. So today you're watching Seed C action. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. you'll see Seed B, and Friday you'll see Seed A. So you can see all of that here at Laddie Esports League.
Yeah. So it's unfortunate that all of us were pretty much just forced out of the game. They didn't want to see anything apparently. So we can only just talk about what's going on currently, or in terms of the league, or what we're looking forward to. However, yeah, it seems that Atomic Pancake actually took the game there.
Okay.
Hopefully, we'll be able to actually jump into this next game without lag being so disruptive.
Yeah, it was interesting that Zelfire, although she was being patient, kind of struggled against EJ's zoning, but then Atomic comes in and he was able to take the first game. So it's kind of interesting to see that I wouldn't say gap, but there's kind of a difference in how the two players would approach this matchup, or how they would approach zoners in general.
Yeah, exactly.
Or it could also, again, it could also be the fact that Wolf is just the better character. I mean, there's a lot of different factors, but it's just interesting to see.
Yeah. So they're selecting their stages right now. Seems like it's gonna be FD.
PS2. I mean, sure.
Oh, okay. So EJ is going with Little Mac. So
Little
we're
Mac,
having
okay.
These ones.
Wow. People like Little Mac. I mean, is it? You were saying that in these laggy situations, a execution simple character is better. Do you consider Little Mac to be an execution simple character?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
as
pretty
you can
easy
see
to-
right there, actually, he just hit 4 forward smashes, or not hit, but did 4 forward smashes and got away with it. So
Just swing it like wildfire, and you're pretty much at 60%.
yeah,
Just like
now-
that.
Oh, good catch on the roll in. Yeah, a lot of people tend to roll in corner situations, so good stuff from Atomic Pancake right there. Okay,
Ooh,
right now,
you guys are
taking a
gonna have
nice
to
healthy lead against Little Mac.
narrate the game for me.
We're gonna tell a nice little story of the match. Oh,
Oh, just
armored through
wow.
with forward
Eating right
smash
through that.
there.
Is that game still going on?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it's
is
still
still
going.
going on.
Oh,
So EJ's just
Yeah,
hitting
just
buttons and-
swinging right now, and it's working. Well, he's
Yeah.
down a stock, but it somehow Atomic just keeps falling into it.
Yeah. Oh, but that's
Yeah,
actually gonna
Matt.
talk to Atomic Pancake right there. Actually down 2 to 3 stocks right there, and even though it was a bit effective at the time with smash attacks and everything, he's not.
Yeah, I think Atomic definitely is just catching on to everything, and it's just not only getting it, but now he's had EJ off stage.
Yeah, right now, yeah, I can see that Atomic Pancake's trying his best to do punishes or.
Oh,
even
see,
combos
yeah,
right
waiting out the counter. Like that was a lot. Yeah, that's another thing that we were even seeing Mass Knight do, jumping onto the stage and encountering. I think Atomics has seen that happen so many times that he knew exactly what was gonna happen. So, oh, you're jumping in. Okay, my flow chart says do this.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what says so much about how a person acts upon another person's instincts and their flow chart, because tons of people end up jumping in, and as he said, unsafely. So he just knew, okay, I often see this, and you're a Little Mac, so let's see if you actually end up doing what I think you'll do, and got the down smash punish off of that. Perfect.
So I'm sorry, I didn't see that game. Did Atomic Pancake win that game, Wolf?
Yes, 2-0.
Yeah.
All right, so Atomic Pancake is going to move on. He will be in the finals.
Yeah.
and he will take on the winner of Majoitra and Joshua, which we are about to see right now. And but no, EJ shouldn't be so disappointed. He is in the third in the bronze medal match, so he will be challenging. Yeah, he will get a chance to get some hardware here. But let's go jump over to the other lobby for Majoitra versus Joshua. We're just waiting for them to post the info. So Atomic Pancake, that's Wolf versus Majoitra. He plays Joker, right? That
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So between Majoitra and Joshi, I don't know.
I have a hard one.
I'd probably give the edge over to Majoitra, and if Majoitra won and it came down to Atomic versus Majoitra, I think that would be a pretty interesting match. Even though both of them are the C seeded players, I think both of them do have a pretty good understanding of the game, better than the other CC players. Not to discount Joshi or EJ. They definitely need. I think I can see they know what they're doing, especially with EJ's zoning. He knows that he could just kind of chill out and throw out a lot of projectiles. But I think Majoitra and Joshi have kind of a bit of an edge over the others, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, Majoitra is gonna actually make the lobby right now.
We'll be on our way.
Yeah, we'll have to see how the matches actually turns out for this one. Hopefully, it's not gonna be as laggy, so we can get some nice matches here and there.
Hopefully, we get to see Zelda, the winning character is from Joshua. Zelda's an interesting character. We never get to see a lot of Zeldas play in action.
Yeah.
sure.
Right, exactly.
Although Zelda did start off pretty popular due to her aesthetic changes in the game, you don't really see a whole lot of Zeldas. Compared to other low or mid tier, she is fairly popular, but overall, you just don't see a lot of Zeldas.
Right.
Still an interesting thing too, because like back in Smash 4 Brawl, and like she's known to be like quote unquote bad character.
Yeah.
Seeing from her previous iterations, yeah, she kind of was. And now like now in
She's
this
a lot-
game, she got crazy. Love.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people are still picking her up.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah,
of.
but we're not
those
going to
stuff
be
is a
seeing
lot more
seeing
but-
this Zelda. I don't think. I think we're going to be seeing the Greninja instead.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a real game.
No, this is
This-
lag test.
Lag test. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Majoitra's
Forgive
gonna
my inability of being able to see the distant difference. I
not
just
a Zelda.
see guns flying and moves being thrown out, and I just think, okay, they're playing.
Right now they're just,
But Greninja, I think Greninja is kind of the complete opposite. I think
Yeah.
most people agree that Greninja is a very, very viable character. Most people would argue even like one of the best of the game. But the problem is you don't see a lot of Greninja.
Yeah.
Greninja is a very rare character. He's actually a pretty common character in Japan, but
yeah. 'cause
anywhere
Japan
else,
just-
yeah. Because
Yeah, they're
Greninja's a
really
very,
good
very high execution character. Greninja's especially in Smash 4, where you have a lot of footstool down air combos. In this game, you have like a lot of drag down up airs, very tight kill confirms with down tilt to forward air. So Greninja's a very high execution character, but a very high rewarding character.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of his combos, again, as like you said, does attribute to his drag down combos, and platforms are really good for Greninja. He can get dragged down off of platforms into the ledge, and then he can get stocks off of that. But
Or a lot of damage.
yeah, exactly. So it just really depends on how much of a punish game you have as Greninja. That itself really determines a lot. And
I feel like another thing to mention about these, like you consider Joker and Greninja hidden running characters, and you see like the common trend with these hidden run characters is that like they don't have any good out of shield options. besides like back air, surprisingly for both characters. But other than that, it's more like they weave in and out to find an opening, which is going to be an interesting thing to see with these characters.
Yeah, exactly. And right now, going into this game, not really anything happening at the moment. Just regular little combos that they're trying to go for.
Yeah,
Nothing too
both of these
technical.
characters, yeah, you're mentioning Camber that they're kind of like a hit and run character because both of them have very, very good mobility and quick moves that lead to good combos. Neutral is actually going to be really, really important in this matchup. Both characters can poke both very efficiently, and they can get a lot of reward off of single hits. Especially we were just talking about how Greninja has like deadly drag down combos. Ooh, as I was saying that,
He
Madrid
got his
almost
own
gets.
drag down right there.
Yeah.
He didn't get the up smash, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was playing against Madroitra, and he knows how to do it. He almost got one on me. He knows how to do it, and it's kind of scary when you're getting hit by it.
Yeah, exactly. You can only just scream when you're in that position. You can't DI out of it. The only thing you can do is just hope and pray that they don't get it.
Yeah, even characters with really, really good escape options like Game & Watch up B, they have nothing. Insane.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's
This is unfortunate.
unable to recover. I think I was holding down the side B for too long.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah,
Okay,
sometimes
so-
you can just. Ooh.
I think an interesting thing about this matchup is Greninja's dash is pretty low, and Aha has it's kind of a little high up when you start the move. So sometimes if Josh is able to, he can just kind of just dash under Aha. But I think
Right,
it's like
exactly.
an interesting. I think it's an interesting note in the matchup.
Okay, he's made it back. Thankfully, he didn't.
Okay, yeah.
There.
Yeah, good thing
He's
that
not
that up
slow.
B. Yeah, good thing that up B has a. Ooh, almost gets the kill confirmed, but just Rebels guards right out of it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that was kind of cheating.
Frame 3, that move comes out with the down B, so
Ooh,
it's
read the
actually
roll
so
in.
fast. Oh man. Oh, he didn't actually pick him off with the gun right there. He would have actually disrupted the recovery and gets away with an Aegon in the face too. Okay. Right now, just taking a bit of their time.
Yeah, Joshy's got a lot of work to catch up. He's down a whole stock he's down 2 whole stocks.
No, that's not really looking too good, and as he hits Majoitra more and more, the meter for Arsene builds up too, so he needs to take this stock quickly if he ever hopes to take this game back.
Yeah, this is an incredibly difficult position for Joshua to come back from.
Yeah.
Like, there's not much you can do unless you use the entire time to find an opening. Oh my
So
god, an up smash.
Next properly. So with Greninja's up smash, if they're on platform, it's usually harder to connect the 2 hits to get the kill. But right there, he's gonna get the counter, and Majoitra's okay. I was gonna say Majoitra had no jump left, gonna be able to take that stock before Arsene came back, thankfully. However, he needs to take as many hits as he can in order to...
Make each hit count. Wow, that's actually really hard to say really fast.
Almost like a tongue twister right there, but...
Yeah, and we were saying Greninja has a very, very good punish game, but if Joshy is unable to...
Oh, right there!
Got it.
No, he said deny. Not like...
As I was saying, Madrocha knows how to do those, and he knows how to do them well.
Yeah, exactly. So good stuff from Majoitra right there. I feel like the punish game on whenever he gets anyone to platform is pretty good. Sometimes he mistimes it, sometimes lag eats his input,
Yeah.
But imagine if he was able to do more on the down throw combos, if he knew how to really take advantage of the up air drag downs, then his punish game would be even more explosive.
Yeah, same goes for Joshy. I think in neutral, I think he's throwing out a little too many risky moves out, so Majoitra can just kind of weave in, weave out, and then just punish him for it. And I think the few hits that Joshy did get, I think his punish game just wasn't sharpened yet. So I think it's again the punish game. The punish game is very important for a character like Greninja.
Right. choosing stages and.
So it looks like he's gonna. Joshy's pick is gonna be Battlefield.
I feel like he's
So you're
gonna be
saying-
going Greninja.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I can see Zelda working if his zoning is on point today.
Right. I don't feel like it's gonna be too beneficial if
Yeah.
Zelda here though.
Yeah, because Zelda's like when Zelda's being juggled, it's pretty rough for her.
Yeah.
And even though she has a good up B, when she's being edge guarded, it's also pretty rough.
Mhm.
Because like despite having a good up B, it's it's I don't know. I would say I'd say her aerial drift is pretty below average. Yeah, pretty poor. So when you're juggling her, it's pretty easy to just keep her juggled.
Yeah, very easy to chase her. She has like very little escape options at all because her hitboxes aren't really good at hitting people below her. It's just more so, okay, I need to adjust to how I'm drifting in and out of stage so I don't get caught by any straight hits.
Yeah, as opposed to Greninja, who has pretty solid mobility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, though, yeah, they're just trying to make sure that they're on the same page with the stage.
Okay. In the meantime, I will be waiting on them. The winner of this will be facing Atomic Pancake in the finals, which will be a 3 out of 5. The loser will be facing EJ for the bronze match. The 2 out of 3.
Alright, cool. But right now, let's see what character we have. Yeah,
There we go. Yeah,
Zelda!
Zelda pick.
I'm so hyped now. I'm alive.
Yeah, he says, all right, this is the one that got me the clip before. Let's see if I can get another one.
Let's see another back throw to down there. Let's see it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were going to Battlefield instead they're on FD.
I guess.
Is he just running it?
Yeah, they're just running it, I guess.
Okay.
So I guess we're just back on FD now, and they're just kind of doing what they need to do here. Oh my goodness!
Oh, he's trying to go for the down air spike.
Yeah, almost.
Very close there. Nice spacing on the nair. Actually, he can see he kind of backed up right after hitting it on shield, which is perfect. Makes it a lot harder to punish him for it.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna play it out. But yeah, Zelda has a pretty solid. Ooh, okay. I was gonna say Zelda's actually pretty good at keeping the opponent at ledge because considering her down B and her side B are pretty. Ooh, yeah, yeah, they're really threatening when she's at the ledge. So her ledge trapping game is amazing.
Yeah, and right now she's actually pushing Majoritra all the way out there, and he actually tried to Rebels Guard, which is smart, so he can get a good chunk of Arsene meter,
but he actually has to be very careful because he's been throwing it out quite often, and there was one time where Joshy just held. Okay, yeah, he was
very smart.
It's holding the Phantom. Ooh, tried to avoid the edge guard, but was a little too low for it.
Yeah, unfortunately, he couldn't avoid that. But seeing this, like, it's getting a little bit more even in terms of gameplay. One thing I want to mention about Zelda too is like, in comparison to like Joker's hit and run styles, up B out shield, her teleport comes out like in 6 frames, which is really good if she wants to kill.
Yeah.
Currently, though, Majoritra is having a bit of a hard time dealing with Zelda. Doesn't seem like he's all too familiar with the character.
What?
Ooh, and he
Jumping in.
That jump in too. That was a really bad landing, and he actually just flew super far into the blast zone.
Yeah, Zelda, along with great zoning, she also has some pretty good raw kill power. Her F tilt got significantly buffed in terms of kill power. Her F smash is pretty decent. I'm pretty sure all her arrows except Nair are just like insanely powerful, except for maybe like down air, but that's a spike. Oh yeah, like you were saying, just like just a forward arrow straight out of the shield. I don't know if the sweet spot hitbox ever got changed, but it looks pretty lenient.
Oh my goodness.
Actually,
Oh,
Oh,
there
that
you go. There's-
after that
there's
dash attack,
that.
that could have been a, I don't know, that could have been an up B out of shield.
Yeah,
But-
I feel like he was a bit too far to get the up the out shield, maybe, but
I don't
I
think
don't know.
Joshua. I don't think Joshua is aware about the up B out shield option, or maybe it's just he's just afraid of missing the second hit. Because
Yeah,
when you
especially
do,
at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you mess it up, you are very open.
I feel like it's a good risk anyway because you have the extra stock in order to make up for it. We're not the players there, so.
Yeah, we can only guess what's
oh
going
my
on in their
goodness,
heads.
he gets dragged right into
Oh,
and he
yo!
got-
How?
Wow.
How did he read
Oh
that
my
drift?
God. He got that perfect positioning on the up B there. I'm gonna. All right, this is checkmate. You're playing checkers right now, but I'm playing
Yo.
chess,
Wow.
right?
And were you here for this? This is what we were looking at. Me and Brian were
Wow.
freaking out over this.
Yeah, he just Josh with Zelda kind of pulls some stuff out of nowhere. At that time, there you go. He was like,
I think
"Alright,
it's
you
yeah,
ready for
it's
this one?"
pretty interesting because hardly you saw Josh using up B offensively, so Madrocha
Right.
just was not expecting it.
Yeah, good time to use it too because with Majoitra he was very comfortable landing, but the one time that he shouldn't be comfortable was the one time that Josh was like, "All right, checkmate." You're
Yeah,
so
and he
clip it.
didn't even DI it properly. That's how you could tell.
Clip it.
yeah,
Izzy,
exactly.
I'm telling you, Zelda's beating out all the clips.
That was legit, man. That was legit.
Nice catch, honestly. Yeah, very good catch on the positioning and just.
Okay, so yeah, so
Dang.
now Madrocha, I think Madrocha's game plan now is to be careful with his down B usage. There were a few times where he just ended up getting baited for it. Be
Right.
careful with from Zelda's burst options. There were a few times where after Joshi whiffed the move, he went for a neutral B, which comes out fairly quickly, and Madrocha kind of felt for the bait and just got just lost stage control for it. So Madrocha
Yeah,
has to be careful with how he approaches, and again, he has to be careful with that with Joshi's tricks, I guess.
Right, exactly.
And if you're just tuning in, you're watching the Seed C playoffs of the GDOE Varsity Esports Smash League. And we have the first seed, Majoicho, versus the fourth seed, I believe. Or sorry, fifth seed, Joshua.
Mhm.
So, and this is semifinals action. The winner moves on to the finals versus Atomic Pancake.
Yeah, okay. So they actually go to Battlefield this time. But I think Majoitra picked here, so okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the honor pick. You know, he was like, we picked the wrong stage last time. I mean,
Yeah. It's like, okay, you know what? Respectable.
Yeah.
Right now, though, he's getting a bit of combos himself, getting a good amount of percent, already having Zelda at 58. So Josh needs to make sure that he collects himself and keeps Majoitra at a good distance, set away.
so, but
Okay.
in the last game, you guys were saying that this is probably not the best, or this is not an ideal stage for Zelda, right? Like,
Yeah, not exactly. So with she does have like certain escape options, but it's pretty situational. She can use teleport to actually do ledge cancels onto stage or even onto platforms, and with that she can immediately do something right after. But I'm not sure if Josh knows how to do it or is aware of it. Oh my goodness!
That's almost killed. Wild.
Yeah. Zelda's raw power is just explosive.
So
raw
good,
kill
like
power.
that.
Yeah.
Speaking
Wow.
of explosion, what is going on?
I keep calling these things out. He's like, all right, raw power, and Josh says, all right, here's my trigger. I will grant your wish.
Majoitra has to be careful with these smash attacks on shield. Even though it's Arsene, it's still punishable.
Exactly. Very powerful moves, but nonetheless, they're very unsafe, and if they turn very predictable, you will actually pay very dearly for it too. So good stuff for Josh for actually punishing him.
yeah.
Ooh. He already has
There's
Arsene. Oh, no,
Decent-
Wow.
Oh my god.
No, wait.
Oh.
Oh
my god! Oh,
Oh my god,
wow.
let's go, Josh! What a stock right there.
You gotta clip that one too.
Yeah.
You gotta clip that one too. That was wild, man.
That's actually a really classic Zelda setup as well. Very good stuff from Josh, and I feel like maybe Josh has found his character. Oh my goodness.
I don't know, man. I think you should stick with Zelda. I'm just saying.
Oh my god. I mean, I understand Greninja's cool, man, but oh my god.
Oh, that was a good try. He was just feeling himself. That was a good try. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, that was so close because he was barely off. So the reason it did hit was because Joker has invincibility frames on startup when he does.
Oh, I love that. Just run in
Nice.
and grab.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, that's feeling. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh no.
I want the whole thing here.
Oh my.
Wow, that was wow. But you know he was up 2 stocks, so
Yeah, exactly. He says I can just throw this away whenever. I want.
hopefully
It's
that
okay.
doesn't come back to punish him.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
it
over.
didn't!
And it's not coming back to punish him. What? Oh my gosh, this is the clip god. We got like so many clips of him. Oh
We
man.
summoned him, dude. Every
That
single
was
time we're like,
wild.
oh, so he needs to take this back. He can take it back if he's careful, and then he just cuts us off immediately.
Dang, Joshy with the upset since Majorca was seeded as the first seed, so pulling off an amazing upset. Jeez.
Wait, I gotta breathe real quick. I'll be back.
Get him some water.
That was man. That's
That
like
was
the
wild.
best set I've seen him play.
Yeah,
That
I
was-
didn't expect him to actually set up the Phantom and actually get the combo there, but he actually did in the time when it mattered the most when Majoitra was so comfortable being off stage. He was like, okay, here's Phantom. Ignore the fact that I'm going towards you. And he actually made Majoitra recover a bit high, so he didn't notice how far Phantom would go, and he paid dearly for it. Goodness. Breathe, man, breathe.
You alive?
What did I? No.
Yeah, I'm betting that none of us here actually saw that coming, honestly. But good stuff for
Originally, it was
surprising all of
supposed to be. It was supposed to be like only A and B seeds sometimes, right?
Yeah.
We were supposed to do a single tournament. Now, like doing these
Yeah.
seeds, C, B, and A tournaments, it's like wild. I didn't expect this kind of craziness. Josh was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, dude,
Yeah, especially since we're giving like the seed players a chance to shine now.
Yeah.
Right,
And it-
exactly. He
but
says,
you know,
don't count me out.
one of the things, like, I feel Majoitra really got away, like, when we were watching his other matches throughout the season, like, he really got away with moves, like, being unpunished. But then, I guess, in
Yeah.
that matchup, it was just, like, glaring, like, oh, okay, Zelda can really just punish this pretty easily, or pretty consistently.
Exactly.
And just blew him up, like, maybe the first, or the second game, and the beginning part of the first, or the third game, and then just, like, styled on him at the end. That was wild.
Yeah,
That was
Joshy does. Yeah,
so cool, man. Joshy,
yeah,
that was
Joshy
good,
definitely
Joshy.
silencing me. I was mentioning, oh yeah, Majorca's probably gonna get the grands, but yeah,
He's
definitely shut me up.
He
That was
said
wild.
not to doubt him. Oh my goodness, yeah. Made a case, that's for sure.
Okay, so they have a new lobby up.
Yeah.
Jumping in that now.
sorry, they need to remake the lobby because there's only 4 people that can go in.
Oh, okay.
I think he can remake the roles in the arena.
Okay,
As long as no one's fighting yet. No one's in an arena.
fight.
Where's Azzy? Azzy, go back in there and go get us the other clips. The clips of the oh man, the clip of the setup, like off the ledge where he used the.
Yeah, I
what was
got-
that,
yeah, I
his
got the clip.
special? That was so
Yeah.
wild.
I got it.
Yeah, I posted the clip.
Oh, is that the one?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. The first one that I shared in the Discord.
That was
And
wild.
so, I got a big question for Ken. So, like, after seeing, like, you're a spectator, you don't really play Smash Ultimate that often, but seeing these students like doing these clips, like seeing these students do this high level, like kind of high level of gameplay. How do you feel about the game now? Does it look sick to you?
It does sometimes. I mean, you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
it's not my like style, but I do enjoy like seeing cool like interactions and plays, and I can appreciate the definite like skill that you would need to play it. Right? It's obviously not.
Mhm.
There's a lot more to it than just like mashing the buttons, right?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
So
Let's just Dragon Ball. Then that's that's another
And-
topic.
and that's all you guys are gonna get from me. I'm not gonna go much further into that. So take it or leave it. No, man. Hey, man. No, you know what? Smash is dope. Like honestly, but this is the thing, and this, we're just gonna go on a tangent here. The only reason why I do not play Smash is because you really need to put a commitment into the game to become good. You know what I mean? And these kids, like, yeah, they're playing in the league, but they're also playing versus each other. Like one of the blessings of the league is like, yeah, we can have these matches 2 to 3 times a week. But the kids now have access to all these people that maybe they didn't know that do play Smash and like to improve, and they're all improving together and getting much better. So it's like building of a smaller community or of a different Smash community within the existing Smash community, which is cool. So it'll be good to see a lot of these guys who have never gone out to a live tournament come out to one of the local tournaments when social distancing is done, and we start them again. So yeah, but that was so cool, man. I'm still gonna play Terry though, guys. I got a pocket Terry. I'm working on it. Okay.
Alright.
Very awesome move. I'm not gonna lie. Character design and gameplay, everything.
Yeah, Steve's very true to his character.
Yeah, I think if you see Blaze, play Terry, it's just like a whole number of craziness.
It's so scary playing against Terry, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
Once you get him to 100%, he's like, oh yeah, alright, it's go time.
It's gamer time.
It's gamer time.
He does that lean in, he's like, alright, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Terry,
that's sick, bro.
Terry and the other Shotos are like very, very explosive. Like they're literally touch of death characters.
I mean, I like that. I like I like how they have like really or at least Terry, how he has a really strong horizontal like move. You know what I mean? Like to kind of cover like a footsie area. And obviously, I like just spamming the special thing when he's at like above 100%, like Buster Wolf or the other one. But anyway, so that was a lag test, and here we go. This is 3 out of 5. Joshua versus Atomic Pancake.
Yeah. Oh, they're asking who picked Sage.
Yeah, let me double check right now. Who is the top seed here?
I think Atomic is the second seed, so he's technically higher.
Yeah.
Let me tell these
Terry,
guys.
go. Job, Iker. It's wild, like seeing Terry having both, like basically 2 final smashes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's what makes it so scary too, because you can't it's not just being able to just do it either. It's the fact that you can also like combo into those things to like seal out stocks super early.
Yeah, that's what made Cloud a very viable character back in Smash 4. He had very easy setups into his limit finishers, so...
Yeah,
Those are
like and just like in Smash 4, he doesn't have a timer on go meter. It's just until he gets a stock taken,
Alright, so we're
Oh,
starting off in the
oh.
grand finals.
No, got a connection error.
Oh my goodness, this connection.
Okay, well, we are not going to be watching Game 1 of Grand Finals.
It's
But
better
I'm about to disconnect. I think.
Is it laggy?
Yeah, I'm disconnected.
Is that game laggy?
Yeah, it is laggy.
Man, they just did
Okay,
a lag
Cab-
test.
alright,
Wow.
Alright.
Alright,
All right,
So
Cabra, it's up to
skipping
you.
game 1 of Grand Finals.
Narrate it.
okay,
Narrate it
Cabra,
for
it's up
us.
to you.
Yeah.
Wait, All of you guys get out? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of us are off, dude.
Me and
up
the
to you. Tell us the bedtime
bleachers.
story.
Alright, so here's the bedtime story, right? We see these players pretty even in stock. Now they're just whiffing and woofing at each other.
Did you just say
Are they
woofing?
schmitching?
Yeah,
Are they
you did say
schmitching and
that.
schmooving? He actually
Yeah.
said that. I can't believe it.
We're schmitching and schmoofing right now.
Whiffing and woofing?
Whiffing and oh man. Okay, I want someone to clip that for audio clip.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
but-
would know, Brian,
Woofing,
since you're a wolf main.
Oh my god, you guys!
Oh,
I'm the
wow.
only spectator here, but we saw another clip similar to.
No,
Shut-
no, really?
Did he get the
Oh,
setup
my
again?
God.
No.
Yeah, he basically got the setup.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow,
Oh,
guys,
it's very
I'm sorry.
unfortunate.
Blame the Guam internet,
Don't worry,
guys.
guys.
Blame the Guam internet.
Wait, we're popping out for you.
Oh, man.
I'm glad that Cabra can pop off for us in the game. at
So
least.
Kai, Brian, tell me a little bit about the. So assumedly, he's playing Zelda, right? Joshua's playing Zelda.
Yeah.
So explain this matchup.
So for this
Yeah, what does
matchup, it's gonna
Atomic
be a
Pancake
bunch
have
of-
to do? And then what does Joshua have to
yeah.
do? I guess.
So with Atomic Pancake, he needs to be careful where he shoots his lasers because Zelda can actually reflect, and if he throws out a laser at the wrong time, especially, he can actually get hit by Phantom. With Zelda, she needs to be careful where she sets up Phantom and when, because if she's not careful, she can get hit by a stray forward air from Wolf or whatever, and he can combo and juggle her a pretty good amount. So, yeah.
I think the
Yeah,
terrifying
I-
thing that's. Go ahead, Kai. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with Sly. Both characters have reflectors, so they need to be a little careful with how they use their projectiles. I think Wolf can juggle Zelda pretty well, considering we were just talking about how Zelda has pretty bad drift, so when she's getting juggled, it's pretty rough. Same thing could be said for Wolf. Wolf does have a fairly telegraphed recovery, so Atomic would have to, mix things up how he's recovering. He doesn't always. He needs to be a little unpredictable, considering Zelda's ledge trapping and edge guarding is pretty good.
Right.
So you're gonna say something?
They're in last stock situation right now, and it's looking like even. Atomic Pancake has the life lead. Zelda's off stage, trying to find her way back, but gets caught by an up smash when she's trying to roll into the stage. Be anyone's game right now. Game 1 is very important for these players just to set the tone of the match.
Right.
And this is crazy. Joshua's on like 120%, and I might be this. Yeah, I got the
Josh,
PC.
when there's just too much
All
swag
right,
in the
no
match.
more-
Dang.
It's too much
Yeah, no.
swag. We can't control it.
It's censored. It's censored.
So we're just gonna wait. After this
think-
match, we're gonna play the third place match between EJ and Majoitra. They decided they will wait for that match to happen, so we'll check
Right.
that out. And then if you guys
gonna
like
try-
this match action, just check us out tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. as we see the B-seeded players go at it.
And Atomic Pancake actually takes game 1 against Josh. So,
Oh.
oh man,
Okay,
yeah, this is
okay,
gonna be
okay.
interesting. If we can see the match.
I
comes
hope
up.
so, man. But remember,
Yeah.
this is 3 out of 5. This is the grand final, so this is 3 out of 5, not 2 out of 3. Yeah. See what happens.
Yeah, they're going to the same characters right now. Not sure what stage. Let's see. PS2. Okay. Yeah, PS2, a good stage for Wolf. So this actually works against Josh, honestly. Wolf is really good with platform combos. He's good at being able to set the pace, being able to just go up, down, left, right. He's so mobile. He can take very huge advantage of these platforms from Zelda.
So, I mean, what
I
kind of
DC
stage
from
does
the
Zelda
lobby.
want? Oh, sorry.
So with Zelda, she'd actually want. Honestly, I
Like
feel like
FD
she'd
or
want
something?
flat stages. But also, I feel like maybe Battlefield wasn't a bad stage for her because she can do some interesting champion setups that I just remembered with the platforms. But yeah, because when she's ledge trapping. So stages she'd want would be stages where she can set up more for ledge traps. Maybe this isn't a bad stage for her. I'm not terribly knowledgeable as to how.
Oh man,
much
I
this
love that
character
approach.
wants
That's
to
crazy.
platform.
What other character can do that?
my
Like
God.
cover the horizontal approach and then just like play below the stage when they ledge trap. Is that like a
Yeah,
Zelda
yeah.
unique kind of ability?
Not exclusively, but it's something that she can definitely do because with the
Yeah, other
build she did-
characters who are capable of like tricks like that are Rosa, since you can manage Luma. If you can manage Luma pretty well, there's a
Right.
pretty insane setups you could do.
Right.
Another
now-
character another character is definitely Snake. You could just have like 5 explosives like anywhere on the stage at the same time.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He
Ooh.
actually a bit too far for the air dog to catch ledge. And he's actually just down the stock right now. He can still take it back if he gets a few solid hits. But right now it's looking a bit difficult for him to attack on the percent that he needs.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm noticing is Atomic's kind of struggling with the out of shield game. A lot of the times, every time his shield gets attacked, he immediately wants to throw out a smash attack or an aerial, and I think Joshi is starting to catch on to that. There was a few times where after he landed an aerial on shield, he was just able to spot dodge and attack, spot dodge cancel, just to punish that attack. So
Oh, he almost got the dare.
Wow, good try, good try.
Was there. Okay.
So what does Atomic Pancake have to adjust coming out of shield to prevent the counter?
Ooh.
Oh wow.
well, there are other options
Wow.
to do out of shield. You can always pick a defensive option, or you can remain shielding, or change up the timing of when you throw an attack.
Exactly. Yeah, because that's all Wolf can really do.
Man, it's 1-1.
As his character, he's not really. He doesn't really have any fast out of shield options that are really reliable.
Yeah.
So there's another thing he can do actually, which is footstool into upbeat. That's an actual thing. It's an actual setup, but it's very like. It's not exactly situational, but it's just the fact that it's very. It's a bit precise.
I think the most consistent out of shield option that has the most power is up smash out of shield. If I'm wrong, Brian.
And his up smash is a bit too slow, honestly. The only reason you'd use that is if someone uses a really laggy move on shield. So it's usually not worth doing unless someone just gets way too close and is in space safely.
Yeah. As opposed to Zelda, who has pretty good out of shield options. Neutral B, especially that up B that we saw finish off that game.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to the god Suzuki, Jason Suzuki. Our fellow streamer who streamed some of the matches for the GDOE Varsity League. He's in the chat. He's in charge of the PR, the player, the player ratings. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So shout outs to him and to all the guys who, you three, Brian, Adrian, Kai, who assist with graphics and information and commentary and officiating, and Paul, Lazara, everyone, and all the coaches for all the hard work they put in this season. So
yeah, for the PR when I was making the graphics, it was pretty nice putting myself on it.
It was really nice. Like when we posted it on the Discord, like man, this is such a crazy thing to show off. Wow,
Yeah,
Kai, you
I'm
really
very glad
outdone
that
done
that
yourself.
turned out really well.
It is kind of a shame about this whole COVID situation because I had a new layout for it that I was excited to use. So, and that's gonna have to be put on hold.
you know what?
That's
You could always
unfortunate.
use it for like ranking the kids here.
Maybe.
Oh no,
Okay.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, for GDOE is probably something.
Maybe for a bigger event, we might have to make for it.
I think maybe for live once we start doing offline tournaments again, that could be a thing.
Yeah.
especially since the
Right
PR
now.
will be back up for grabs.
We're going into game, what, 2, right? 3?
Game three.
Game 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are 1 up, so I think I think both players still have a lot of time. I think yeah, I have a lot of time to make some adjustments and adaptations. I think Atomic still has time to play around. Sorry, I almost said Jordan. Josh is a shield better, and I think
Yeah.
Josh could do better to catch on to Atomic's shielding habits.
Yeah, I feel like Atomic's doing much better in the Hilo and his finish game because you see right there when Zelda actually tried to match the shield, he didn't just release shield and like provide an option. The most likely thing to do. He fared out the shield with his fastest option and it comboed. Good stuff.
So
actually.
so that level of adaptation is very much present in these young players. So
Yeah,
it's nice to
and
see.
That's where you see it. Yeah, good catch right there. He was waiting to see what Zelda would do after he launched her straight up. So good stuff. And right now, Josh is having a good amount of trouble dealing with this neutral. Not really sure how to make that approach right now, and is switching a good amount of moves. I'm not sure where that side beat came from, but I'm pretty sure
Yeah, I think he was trying to catch
neutral.
another. I think he was trying to catch another hasty jump, but
I think he was trying to do neutral B, like the reverse.
that could also be a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Currently though, yeah. Oh my goodness. Atomic Pancakes, comfortable lead, and he blows
Oh,
it
never
there.
mind. He gets it.
What is that? Wow.
If first you
Yeah.
don't succeed, try again.
Try again.
What is that? Is that
Oh,
up
wow,
B?
he got the-
wow.
Yeah, that was up B. So the up B, the teleport, that was what I was talking about. It's what you can use it for in terms of just legendary
Oh,
or
wow.
anything. Oh my goodness, though, he actually got a good amount of damage from a few exchanges, and it is taking the game back bit by bit. Right now, Atomic Pancake needs to be more composed because he's getting a little bit too hasty himself. Oh, as I
Nice.
say
Wow,
that,
that's
he
a
actually
sneaks
gets
in.
a
Right
boot
there.
to
Just took
the
that spot.
face.
Yeah, this back and forth is pretty fun to watch. Both of them are starting to see openings, and as they're trying to close in those openings, new ones pop up, and these players are just able to see right through it.
Yeah. Oh my, good stuff. Right now, trying to catch another jump, but instead she teleports on the other side of the stage, which is very smart. Okay. Yeah, right now they're just feeling each other out again, trying to reset. The up smash actually catches Zelda out of shield. So close on the forward smash too, though. Gonna back air? Yes, he does. Oh, good challenge from Atomic Pancake too. Nice. He
Nice.
uses the up smash to even fade out the approach.
Yeah. I think that's a really interesting
Nice,
dynamic
wow.
because when you start seeing like a certain habit of an opponent, a lot of times okay, this is my opening,
Right.
but sometimes players will leave themselves open just as a
Mhm.
bait, and I think that's a really
Right.
cool I think it's a cool adaptation. So you see you see Atomic doing a lot of these raw up smashes, either out of shield or just whiff punish or whatever.
Right.
So it kind of conditions Joshi to think, okay, I'll just punish after. I'll just punish the up smash. But Atomic's able to use Atomic's just able to like dash in and out, especially in that one example with the F tilt. So okay, yeah, I know you're gonna want to punish this up smash because I'm just throwing it out. So I'm just gonna add a new factor into it. The fact that I can just act out of it fairly
Right.
quickly, and then just punish you for trying to punish me. So it's a good
Yeah,
back and
exactly.
forth.
They're on not PS2. This is PS1.
I think they're on the wrong Pokemon Stadium.
Wrong stage. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they'll have to grab this one right here.
Yeah, that's fine.
But it's okay.
I actually kind of like PS1 over
Yeah.
PSU, but I know there's some inconsistencies with it that
Yeah, the glitches.
yeah. I actually do like it. I think it's slightly smaller.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think since it's slightly smaller, like it I do kind of like that.
Mm.
I don't mind the spawn points being so far out. I don't know, I don't mind it. but because of the shape of the stage, like on the stage, there's like some glitches associated with it. So
Yeah. I've like seen glitch where someone kind of went into the ground and they just couldn't come out of it.
yeah.
That's also a thing, and that was a thing in Melee, but I didn't see that happen in Ultimate
Oh, yeah, no,
recently
it's
with this
major.
stage.
Yeah,
Edition.
I think it's just like, oh, we're so used to playing on PS2, we're just gonna keep that as the standard now.
So this is 2-1 right now, right? It's 2-1
Yeah.
Atomic Pancake.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he is one game away from becoming crowned champ of
Yeah.
the All-Star tournament for today. We have 2 more. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. we will see the All-Star tournament for the B-seeded players, and on Friday, 4 p.m. we'll see the tournament for the A-seeded players, the top seeds of every school. So tune into that for the next couple days if you like Smash action. Back to the action right now.
Right. And right now, I can see that Atomic Pancake feels a lot more moving around Josh right now. He's making a good amount of approaches and just kind of going in and out to see how Josh interacts with him. Oh, that laser missed only because of the Z-axis game.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you saw like kind of a similar thing where like Atomic kind of thought he could punish that up B, but just aims forward smash for it. So I think this is kind of the name of the game for these two. They're gonna try to bait each other out into wanting to punish seemingly unpunishable moves.
Right.
So that might be the play here.
Yeah, that was a very unfavorable forward tilt right there. He didn't space it, so he's gonna eat him heavy punch for it.
That would be so
Didn't
cool
get
if you
the
put him up in
proper.
that.
Yeah, I think he was trying to set up for it, but it was a bit late for that. As the Nair drags down, he can flicking him up with up tilt.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah, right now, oh my goodness. I can see that Josh is getting his step right back into the game, getting as much comfortability as he can. That forward tilt almost sliced right through Wolf, too.
Yeah, that F tilt getting a significant kill power buff.
Oh, and that's also significant. Well, hard hit. He actually rolls past him there too. Okay, goes for a down smash, but not gonna get it. He's off stage. Good recovery back. Didn't get too hasty. Didn't side B immediately. Lower player will come there. Ooh, nice catch though. A little bit of percent separating these two apart, but he can't actually afford to take more if he's going to make sure that Zelda doesn't take too much of a lead. Nice, yeah. If you hit Zelda while the Knight's out, you actually cancel the Knight when it's charging. So.
Oh.
I feel like it's fair because like imagine you got a spare hit on Zelda, and then like the Knight comes in out of nowhere and just steals the stock.
Yeah, it just yeets you off the stage. It'd be like
Yeah.
Ruma.
I thought that's what it did. I didn't know you could just like poke. I mean, I guess you can block
Oh, yeah.
it, right?
Yeah, imagine
Yeah,
getting punished for hitting your opponent in this game. Haha.
So, besides that, right now.
Shout outs to Technician for playing Snake. He's in the chat.
Oh man. But right now, they're actually going right back and forth. Josh is actually taking a good lead on Atomic Pancake. He's actually kind of making him stumble a bit too. Oh, he has to be careful here. So with the Knight, as I said earlier, it has like, I think it has 4 or 5 stages to charge. Oh, am I gonna get disconnected? I think I am. Yeah, I got disconnected. Nice. But right now, so with
Not like this.
Why does this
Are you
always
still
happen, man? We're out. I'm out.
Like,
All
are
of
you
us are out.
connected? No.
No, I've been out.
Man. Okay.
Man.
Man.
Next
So
season,
with the-
we're gonna do the Nat type mandatory switching all things to Nat type A.
Yes, please. Oh,
No,
he actually keeps the game.
Oh, we're going to game 5.
Yeah.
A 2-2 scenario, just like grand finals.
2-2.
Hype, hype, hype.
As it should be.
Okay.
Hopefully we get to see game 5 here.
Yeah.
If it cuts out like right at the moment that someone's about to get knocked out, I'm gonna be mad. Game 5 is like the game to not get DC'd from.
Right, exactly.
Please,
don't curse
God.
us. Don't curse us right now.
please, internet gods, you're out there giving us ladder esports for the sake of ladder esports. Let's watch Game 5. Flying Game 5. Yeah, give us your energy.
Seriously.
Need that spirit bomb on Wi-Fi.
Okay,
right now.
chat. All right. So since both of these players seem to be going back and forth, who do you think's gonna take it?
Right.
I'm
All right,
calling,
all
I'm
right.
calling. I'm going with Joshua. I'm all about the swag. I like
Joshua?
swag, and I'm going with Joshua.
I'm gonna assume that Sly's gonna root for his wolf, his little furry friend.
Anyways, I'm not entirely sure who's gonna take this. Honestly, I feel like it can be either way. Like, it seems pretty evened out for the most part. So it's gonna be interesting to see who takes this time. Okay, going into the final game right now.
Very exciting. Let's get hype. Woo!
Yep, here we go. Here
Alright.
we go.
Champion.
All right,
CC.
type-
Actually,
All right.
yeah.
Type 1 for Joshy. Type 2 for Sly's furry friend. Let's go, chat.
Type 3 if you hate Kai. Anyways,
Wow, Crispin already type 3. All right. I see you, Ren. Okay, all right, I get.
All
Okay,
right,
I see.
thanks to the homies who backed me up. Thank you very much. But right now,
I see how it
you
is.
need to back up who you support as well with this match coming up.
This
As
is it, the
you were
final.
talking, Josh actually took a lot
Let's
of
go,
percent,
Lithios.
actually.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow! he took-
Wow, what?
Yeah, while we're like goofing off talking about Lithios, Joshy taking the first stock. That was a pretty demanding first stock. It almost looked like it was gonna get a 0 to
Oh,
death.
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I think he just
Call
wants to
out.
put all the clips. This is like the final game. He just wants all the clips he can possibly can.
Yeah, he wants to
Possibly
end.
catch.
He wants.
Ooh, yeah, but right now,
Yo,
okay,
all right.
okay.
Atomic
Pancake.
Atomic
I
is
love it.
not going down without a
Oh,
fight.
Yeah. Oh, okay, recovering high up. That was actually very smart, so he can get clipped by the Din's fire when he gets the ledge.
Forgot
Okay.
to mention, Suzuki also mentioned that this is a run back because Atomic Pancake was the one that got clipped from that back throw to there in
Yeah,
the
that's
finals for
right.
that esports.
Yeah, so he's trying to.
This is
see if he
probably
can get his
revenge.
And he actually
Oh,
gets hit off stage.
Oh.
This is
Wow,
actually a
we're
huge
not even
thing
in
right now.
2 minutes. We're not even in 2 minutes, and Josh is already at the match stock.
Yeah, exactly. This is
Oh.
actually unfortunate for him right now.
Wow.
And if he
what
could
is
actually
this?
take this back, he needs a really good
We
combo.
said just
Throw
for
Oh,
away.
oh,
He tried ending it already.
Yeah, he
I-
said, "All right, this is my stage, my
I like
territory.
that. I
Make
like
sure
that
you
mentality.
check yourself."
I love that mentality. That's what I want to see. Go for the win. But
Okay,
you know, he's
nice.
only up 1 stock, so he's got to be relatively.
Yeah, he's got to be very. He can't. Oh, he almost.
Oh, he doesn't get the punish for that, actually. Very sloppy that time, but he can
Oh,
still
no,
take this
don't,
game back.
no.
Oh, no, it's
No,
lagging.
no,
It's
no.
lagging. No, please,
Don't.
please.
Oh,
no.
gosh, no.
No, I'm still in it. Oh, he
Still in?
reads.
Okay,
Okay,
what's going on?
Tell us
Okay.
what's happening.
he's still all right. Oh, he almost got an F tilt kill. Okay, so he has Josh at the ledge, scoops him up. He does an unsafe F smash on his shield, so
Okay.
Atomic was able to get an up smash kill. So we're at the last stock.
Okay,
Nice,
one.
okay.
Okay,
Last stock, guys.
last
What are the
stock. The
percentages?
reset. They just reset neutral. It just reset neutral. Okay, reset neutral again. Joshy pushed him off stage.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so now he has Joshy up in the air. Oh, doesn't punish the up B.
Right.
He up B's to land onto the stage. Doesn't punish it. He went for a platform cancel, but he messed it up. Okay, and okay, Joshy's off stage. Oh, Atomic tried ending it with the down smash 2 frame, but it didn't work.
Oh,
Okay, he's going for a lot of smash attacks. A lot of smash attacks right now. I think they're both nervous. There's a lot of nerves right now. A lot of stakes. Oh, is this gonna be it? Oh no. Okay. Wolf, he did a wolf back throw at a 100% and it didn't kill. So
What's the
Okay.
percentages? What are the percentages?
oh,
Josh is at 120, 130.
oh, Josh is taking a lot of percent then. Okay.
Okay, well Josh is 130 and then Atomic's at 78.
Okay. Oh, that's a
Okay,
pretty
so both-
demanding lead then.
So both have to be very, very careful with their shields right now. Oh no, that could have been. I think that could have been the up B. I'm not sure. I was not paying attention to the percentages, but both of them are at the triple digits. Oh, he almost got the. Oh my goodness, the up B
What
almost
happened?
worked, but he was at too high a percentage,
Oh,
and he
no.
whiffs. Oh, and Atomic manages to take it.
Oh, man.
wow.
So what happened?
Oh my
So what happened is exactly what we were talking about.
gosh.
He okay. So what he does is he up smashes out of shield. It misses. So what Josh he tried doing is he tried dash grabbing to punish the up smash.
Oh.
Then but then Atomic spot dodge and then up smash again, and it managed to set.
Oh man, good stuff to Atomic right there. Very good.
Hype for us.
Oh my goodness,
Big
I wish it
DC.
didn't connect there, but man, nothing you can really do about that. Got some. Josh got some clips. I'm pretty sure he's happy about that.
There's way too many clips. It'd be a montage at this point.
It's too wild. So
Oh.
Atomic Pancake is going to be the winner of the C Seed All-Star Tournament. And JFK, they're going to redeem themselves after losing a heartbreaker in the finals of the regular crew battle. We have one more match. It's the third place match. We are just waiting for Majoitra and EJ671. We're waiting for Majoitra to create the lobby. I'm not sure where he went.
Okay,
Where did it go?
since that's over, I'm gonna have to head out just a little early.
No worries, no worries. Thank you, Kai.
No.
Problem.
All right, so thanks for having me. Good thing I was the last one spectating.
I know.
And yeah, that was that was a despite it only being the C players. There's some pretty exciting sets to watch. So
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
Hopefully, you
So
can get more of those in E Seed as well.
yeah, Majoitra is creating the lobby right now. Just waiting
Okay.
for the lobby info.
all right, so I'll head off. Thank you.
Thanks, Kai.
Alright.
Thank you, Kai.
Thanks.
Okay.
Kai checking out. He did a
Thanks.
wonderful job officiating throughout the season, helping coordinate the rooms for the players, checking rules, and also giving advice to different players,
Mhm.
constructive criticism and direction on how they can play their characters better and be more strategically sound. And I think that's cool. So thank you, Kai,
Right.
for all that. Right now, we're just waiting for the lobby for the bronze medal match. Just a recap, the winner of the CC All-Star Tournament is Atomic Pancake from JFK. He got first place. Joshua will be in second place, and now we are just waiting to play out the third place match between the first seed Majoitra and the sixth seed EJ. So let me do that. The lobby information is up, by the way. So, and this one is
Okay.
only
Okay.
2 out of 3.
Okay.
It's the password.
Oh, that's the password.
Step into the ring.
Shout outs to I want to shout out all the other players in the comments right now. If you played in the GDOE Varsity League, or if you played in a Laddie Esports League tournament and you're just a local Smash player, thank you for joining the chat. Shout outs to Coach Ron Labrador from Tiedzen, who's also here watching some of the Smash action. Shout outs to him. Congratulations on your team winning the championship. Shout outs to Jason Suzuki. Thank you for all you do for the community. And I also want to shout out the parents. So, those of you oh, cool. We got Coach Francis, Ron's brothers in here, Joaquin Diego's in here. I don't know if we have Will Flores or Elaine from Sanchez here, but thank you to all the coaches. And if there are parents here watching the chat, thank you for supporting your children's growth and their hobbies. This is a passion, and there are positive benefits to competitive gaming if the outlet is catered correctly. And GDOE is looking to develop that for the student body, and hopefully success in the video game and commitment can translate to success and commitment in the education system, in maybe their studies or their social interaction with other students, and hopefully that translates into living a better and more successful life overall. And are we waiting for EJ? Okay.
Yes. Well, able to join for some reason for him.
No.
All right, time to migrate to another lobby.
And this is the life of this is the Smash
wonderful.
life, huh? Okay.
It is.
It's miserable, Ken. It's
Man. But
Oh, man.
Coach Zaire or Coach Ron is saying, Ken, what's the next game for GDOE League of Legends? I don't know, Ron. That is up to John Fernandez and El Garrido. So we'll see. I am down for whatever. Right now, we have Laddie Esports League, though, has a ongoing League of Legends season. We're in week 4. Those matches are played every Saturday at 4 p.m. At 9 p.m. So check that out. It's very fun. It's very enjoyable. Teams representing all the different schools, alumni teams, right? So it's actually very, very entertaining. And we also have a Dota 2 guild, and we will be putting weekly content from the Dota 2 guild up on this Twitch channel. So stay tuned. And if you want to play Dota, send us a DM and we'll invite you to the Guam Guild. So I would like to see a MOBA played in GDOE. That is one of my goals. Whether it be League of Legends or Dota, I think those games appeal to maybe an even larger crowd. Just because of you got 10 people playing at one time. It's pretty interesting, and the online system is very solid. And the lobby is
Definitely,
up,
we do have a variety. We do have a variety of mobile players that are around island, but sometimes there just a lot of people that are not aware about the Lab esports. It would be greatly appreciated for those that are watching right now to bring out the word of Lab esports and us providing tournaments and seasons for you guys.
Definitely. Thank you, Adrian.
Come out and play, yeah.
Definitely. You can follow us on Twitch at, obviously twitch.com/Laddie Esports, or on Instagram at Laddie Esports League, or at Facebook at Laddie Esports, or on Twitter. So definitely check it out. We're always looking to stream or coordinate the games that you guys want to see. So, do let us know as we, let me get into spectating mode here.
Oh, yeah.
Brian, jump on the, okay, maybe this is a lag test, right?
Oh no.
Definitely like this. Definitely like this.
Yeah. So this should be interesting. So EJ plays Me Gunner. Majoitra, he plays Joker, and he lost a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was a tough loss to Joshua. Joshua really came alive in the ending part of that set, and was able to just kind of dominate that final part of the set. And EJ had a good run so far. He beat, he was one of the lower seeds, and he beat a bunch of the higher seeds. And he's got a chance here to dethrone Majoitra and walk away with 3rd place, which is not too bad for your first Smash Ultimate competitive experience, I guess. So, Adrian,
ending up in the top 3. Yeah.
What were you
Sorry,
saying?
what was the question?
No, I was just gonna ask you what does Me Gunner have to do to win this matchup versus Joker?
So with this, Gunner has to be very careful where he places his hits, because if you keep spamming projectiles, it just won't work against Joker. Joker has Rebel's Guard, so you're just gonna help build our send meter a lot faster and when he has Arsene out, you bet that it's gonna be a tough time. But it just depends.
Okay, wait a minute. It's
I
not.
don't
It's
see-
probably
yeah, I
not
don't
gonna be
see-
Joker,
Oh,
Ryan.
I'm sorry, it's Cloud. Oh,
It's a-
Yeah, it's Cloud
Yeah.
apparently. So
Oh yeah. Georgia actually and me thinking of how to take Cloud as a secondary, and I just
Alright.
gave everything as much as I could. And so I feel like he wants to. He's in the position where he can just get third place or fourth. I feel like he just wants to try out Cloud and see how it goes.
I respect that
right.
decision. I mean, it's pretty difficult to try to learn a new character in a competitive setting. You kind of like need a lot more time, especially if you're used to playing another character. But you know,
Yeah.
props to Majoitra for willing to step out of the box and risk it. You know, he is also one of the players with the best sportsmanship. I'm really impressed with the Simon Sanchez team overall in terms of sportsmanship. They're always timely, always punctual, always good with the rulings and double checking rules, and very humble when they won, and also very.
Wait a minute.
Wait, what happened here? What's going on?
There's items. There is hazards on.
Hazards are on, items are on. Forgot to adjust the rule set. Oh man.
It happens, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, but didn't they
Well,
just do a lag test game? Wouldn't they have seen that?
you think so, but I guess not.
I think he completely forgot about it, but it's okay.
Right.
No,
Fixed
it's
it
so
right
funny
away.
because I saw EJ change the rules. I saw him like in the rules, and I was like, "Oh, maybe what's he changing? Maybe he added something or forgot something." Oh my gosh!
He tried to
did?
change the rules earlier, but it didn't save.
Okay, EJ, let's make sure that you save the rules this time.
While they're doing that, we do have a suggestion from the chat saying they do want to see Tekken in the Laddie Esports as well. And
yeah,
personally, that is another game. That's another game I want to see. This game, it has a lot of skilled players in the community, but we don't have the opportunity to showcase that.
Yeah, Tekken's a dope game. Well, definitely if we're gonna do Tekken, I don't know what like the Tekken lag is. I mean, if it's all right, maybe we'll do a online Tekken tournament while we're in quarantine. But if GDOE wants Tekken next year in the school year, I'm for it. I think Tekken is a great game to watch. It's very fun to see, and I think the pace is a little slower, and I think it's easier. Visually, it's a lot easier to digest for just the everyday spectator. So
For sure.
I mean, even though like I mean like frame data and stuff is like, I think it's way more complicated, but you know, just watching it's fun to watch, right?
Yeah. Flashy stuff going on. Instead of people flying around, they're just doing a lot of flashy movements, and people are just getting juggled everywhere in Tekken. Okay, we're still doing some more adjustments. The time was supposed to be 6 minutes instead of 7.
Oh gosh, man, what is going on here? We've got 10-minute timer. Come on now.
EJ secretly putting in the 10-minute timer so that way he can camp more.
So you can have more fun.
Okay, 6 minute, 3 stocks. You know, items off. I don't see anything wrong. Hopefully hazards are off. Yeah.
Yes, they are. Hopefully. Gonna go straight into this game 1. We're gonna see Cloud and Me Gunner.
Look, I just want to watch the game, so I'm hoping that we can actually see the game as opposed to what happened in the grand finals, because that was a heartbreaker not to get to see that one get played out.
Yeah, okay. Seems like we're able to, though. Everything looks fine. Yeah, okay. So, getting to this game 1, or are they just... Okay, no, they're just kind of doing their thing. Testing things out.
They're thinking it's a lag test. Okay,
I'm
never
pretty
mind. They're
yeah,
restarting the game.
Yeah.
Oh, so let's talk about Cloud real quick. Cloud, it's crazy because like we never see like any sword fighters in the entirety of the varsity esports. Seeing Cloud for like a sword fighter for the first time, and Ryan, you played this character before. Can you tell us more about how he plays?
About what?
Tell us more about how Cloud plays in Ultimate versus the Smash
Right.
4.
So he plays somewhat similarly to how he plays in Smash 4. However, he has less tools to access ways of being able to dictate the neutral, and he has less options of being able to force you into shield positions because his hitboxes have been decreased. Like his Nair was huge; it was the size of Mars. Yeah. But now they actually put it to like a reasonable like size, so it's like, oh, okay, I don't have to always make sure I'm out of that range every time because it was super safe as well. Fair is pretty much kind of gonna replace what Nair does in the game, as it's actually safe on shield if it's max space.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna see a few differences here and there. There are gonna be less setups as well from Cloud compared to the other game, but I don't know what's the holdup actually.
Sorry, it's
I'm
been
not
it's
sure,
been a good
man.
minute. We kind of want to see some action.
Let's go, EJ and Majoicho. We're just gonna have to end the stream, and you guys are gonna have to finish this offline. All of us got things to do today, buddy. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Do your best.
This is taking. I think
This is
feel
real.
like
This
this
is
is
the
gonna
real
take-
game.
I feel like this is gonna take longer than the actual itself.
You know what? I think EJ's nervous. I actually think EJ is just a little nervous, pretty excited to be in the finals. So we're gonna give him a break, and hopefully he gets in here soon and we can get
Right.
this started.
And we'll give him some time to breathe. Okay, finally he's able
There we go,
to get in the arena and get a hold of himself. Now we're gonna see. Now we're finally gonna see Cloud and Me Gunner game 1.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you everyone for your patience.
Yeah, definitely.
So I feel like in this matchup, right? So Cloud, since he has a pretty good, disjointed range and everything, what he'd want to do, like with the neutral B, right? With the neutral B, he'd want to probably use his own neutral B because it can, because that thing has no priority grenade, as he's doing with the missiles as well.
It can just stop. It can stop a lot of projectiles with just neutral B.
Yeah, exactly. But it's also the fact that he wants to make sure he close the gap as well, or even just camp for limit. That's something he absolutely needs in this matchup. You'll have increased ability and not kill power, but you'll be able to have more kill options available to him. However, he actually loses the stock right
yeah.
there.
He kind of got washed in the first stock. It seems like he's Majorca is trying to get comfortable with Cloud, and he needs to realize like Cloud has one of the easiest ways to out of shield, which is up B out of shield, and can get you consistent damage. And right here is where Cloud shines with ledge trapping. Get the oh man, if he went for an up smash instead, that would have been the stock.
Yeah,
Very unfortunate.
He could have
Limit.
done the scoop, but
Yeah.
unfortunately that's not the case. And see
but-
right here, Limit actually he could have tried saving it a little bit longer. It does have a timer. I believe it is 15 games, right?
It's 15 seconds, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I was right. 15 seconds, but he can use a bit of that time to get closer to the opponent.
And sometimes just holding limit, holding limit is just like a whole level of pressure. Oh my god, that there was out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was the
Pogo
pogo
stick.
stick right there.
That was a focus stick of justice. Putting EJ into his second stock.
And right now he needs to see how he can even out the stock. That was a very blade beam right there, catching him in the air as well. Okay, caught him.
And
jumping
nice
out of the-
cross slash.
Okay, nice. I like the idea at the ledge there. If you were off stage, you would have actually seen the stock, and that was such a close forward smash there. He actually dragged with side B.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Low characters on high percent. And see who's gonna take the second stock here.
Right.
The back
Oh,
air
wow.
could definitely kill. Oh, he
So,
just did it again.
Yeah.
He just canceled out the grenades with his sword.
Nice. Yeah.
Another
so,
forward smash.
so with the
Okay.
down B with grenade, right? You can actually just like that. Perfect demonstration. You can actually hit it back with anything. Some will knock you back further than others, but idea is you don't want Gunner to really control the stage with the grenade all the time or any other projectile. You want to kind of not force your way through, but you want to make sure that you make your hits count for what they're worth.
And speaking of hits, I feel like Majoritra is going for the wrong approach here. Because like he's taking all his hits, he's basically blocking with his face, taking all these unnecessary damage, and he's forcing himself in. He's just going, he's doing the swing swung with down smash.
Did you see how the forward smash was right in? Get hit at all.
Yeah, he's just going a little too hard, a little too ham. I can't believe like he's getting punished for it still, but not that hard.
Oh, he almost has limit, so
Yeah, this is gonna be the game changer depending on how you limit here. But he's just gonna waste it and it's just
I think
kinda
it's
back to
fine.
square one.
I think it's fine that he used limit to get a little bit more damage with limit neutral B.
Yeah, he's almost
But
half.
he does have another
now.
he just needs another opportunity to charge limit and just rack up some damage in between.
Right. And I don't like what he's doing here. He's actually okay. Good. I was gonna say he get a bit too much room, but now he has limit again. He needs to kill with something here. Oh, limit would have almost.
oh, what is going on? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that lag. Oh my goodness. Thankfully, it just started lagging at the very end of the game.
Wow, so EJ goes
And
up
EJ
there.
Yeah.
Nice, that was a nice round.
Super unfortunate.
But you
Yeah.
know what, Majoitra, if he just makes some small changes to his gameplay, like just becomes a little more patient and more reserved with his approach, he can take the set back.
Right.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You know how you said forward air is like one of the approach options for Cloud, Brian? I actually think back air is a little more on the better side because of how less laggy it is.
Right.
And besides it being a kill option as well, it's really safe on shield too. Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. I guess we're gonna see Joker. Okay, because he feels like his Cloud isn't ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, comfort
Joker,
pick. That's
good
fine.
choice. You know. Yeah. Joker just does pretty well in this matchup in general. He's has to look for a lot of guard right now because he's gonna get a lot of his Arsene meter, and even though he's gonna still be damaged from whatever he sponges in, he's still gonna be able to look how much meter he got from that one missile.
Wow.
That was so minor. It's so crazy how Joker was able to get that much meter just from
And he has
doing down B. And Arsene is right here just saying, "What's up, man? I'm here to help you out, take out this stock. We're pretty much S tier now."
And we're pretty much at around even percent, and currently Arsene is the homie. He's gonna make sure that he keeps Joker alive as much as possible and gets enough hits to maybe see off his stock, but right now, Majoitra is not really doing enough of that, just kind of taking all these hits for no reason, and because of that, his Arsene meter also disappeared faster. The more hits you take as Arsene, the faster that your meter runs out. Oh, up here, he's not gonna kill. Yes, he does. He explodes.
Wow, nice.
Majoitra needs to make sure he takes this.
Can you summon
Definitely.
Arsene multiple times with one stock? Like within the same stock?
Yes, you can.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really
That's how
good.
great.
Right
That's
here.
how cheap.
That's
is.
wild.
You have-
That does not seem very favorable for me gunning right now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
but right now it's okay as long as he doesn't get near him. As I said it, he actually get a straight dash attack.
Yeah, so like this is how zoners can like get backfired immediately. Like yeah, you have all these projectiles, but Joker can just down B and start the party.
Right, exactly. Right now,
I
he's
feel like
gotta make
Majoitra needs to
sure.
do way more of that. Just like that, there we go.
Yeah,
We have Joker. You have Arsene back in the party again, saying, "Sup guys, I'm just here to hang out,
right.
just rack up some
I feel like
damage with Aha."
one thing that's bad that
Ooh.
he's doing too much thing because like as Rebel's Guard is a good do in general once he's throwing out projectiles because it's good because one you get Arsene and two because Rebel's Guard is actually a bit hard to punish because the end lag of it is a lot less than counter.
Oh,
So
nice.
with counter it's a lot more risky to because if he's going towards him with then he's gonna be risking a lot more. Okay.
I really
Nice.
like what EJ's doing here. His zoning is pretty. Uh, it's mixed up quite a bit. Nice punish there. Like
Yeah,
he's not doing anything very predictable. He's pretty unpredictable here. He's mixing up his approach.
I like how he's like
relatively
running
well.
towards him too. But oh my goodness, yeah, that was
Oh,
a
a
bit
beautiful
of a
four there to
and-
take that stock.
Man, I feel like EJ just has to work so hard to get the damage.
Yeah, it's bit by bit though. Every time he gets damage, he gets. Especially because Majoitra's being very reckless right here. See how many times he's been hit by a bomb or missile. He hasn't really taken too much caution to the wind, you know.
Oh wow. That's-
Yeah. Okay. Honestly,
Feel-
it's not looking too much in Majoitra's favor.
Oh,
How
nice.
He's playing a bit too much in his face, and he's not being patient enough.
And he wasn't shielding properly in that situation, and just
Wow.
like that. Oh, he's still alive.
Stopped. Yeah, barely alive right there.
Oh, just got the edge.
Okay, sneaks right under with that back air as well. Same
Oh.
good grab, but is there a punish? Yes, there is.
Nice punish.
He's gonna try to
The
get the
boy is
upbeat.
gonna come
Yes,
out.
he does.
Oh,
He
oh,
catches
oh.
it. However, he doesn't take the stock just yet. His Arsene meter is almost there. He cannot rush this stock. He has to be very careful.
Arsene's in here. Oh,
Okay, Arsene's here. Big boys come to play.
Oh.
But okay, good
Oh.
counter off stage. Needs to be very careful if he wants to
Oh.
take the stock. But very reckless.
Wow.
Aegon right there.
that was a misplaced Aegon. Resulted in EJ taking it 2-0 for Majoitra. Very unfortunate to see this happen. Man, EJ was playing so well, zoning out Majoitra and taking advantage of all these misplaced moves and capitalize on those punishments.
Wow, that was awesome. So
Stuff from both players.
that is going to be the end of the tournament. Just a recap. So EJ takes third place in a pretty hard fought match. I think that was not very that second game wasn't very favorable for him. He did well the first game, was able to withstand that difficult matchup in the second game, and second place went to Joshua, who's on the championship Tizen Ronin team. He had some incredible highlights. We'll put those on our Twitter a little later. And then with his Zelda play, and the championship for the C ranked C seeded players goes to Atomic Pancake of JFK. So congratulations to our top three, as well as the 8 players who participated today and throughout the league. I'm very impressed with like how much they improved over the course of the season. Like the names that I'm really looking forward to in the future are like Mask Knight, Zellfire, Majoitra, Joshua. Obviously, like these are guys who are they're coming up. They're doing pretty well. But if you like the Smash action,
Right.
tune in tomorrow 4 p.m. We'll get to see the same type of format as we see the B seeded players. Any last words, Brian and Adrian?
I just can't wait to see more of this stuff in action. Come back here, and thanks to everyone who was watching and participating in this.
Yeah, thanks to everyone. GG's, and hopefully guys can catch us tomorrow. It's a Seed B, 4 p.m. and also CA on Friday if you guys are able to catch that. Anyways, thank you guys for having me, and thank you Ken
For
for
sure.
streaming this.
For sure. So we'll see you guys all tomorrow, 4 p.m.